And with that, the Auroraverse returned. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex. Why is my camera frozen? Hiya! Hiya! There we go. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex, and today we have the likes of Soulbound, Valley of Dreams. Hope you guys are ready for an awesome epic session as we are featuring the Voden Knights today for this epic extravaganza. Now, I will say, it was, or last session or last week, basically, the stream, like, OBS shut off and my computer, like, completely crashed or whatever. Something random and weird and wacky happened. But TLDR, the little recap of it all was that the Voden Knights were able to completely eviscerate and decimate the individuals. We ran the rest of the session offline, and they completely, like, destroyed it the next round. So canonically, the Voden Knights were able to beat the Crow in only 9 seconds. So that is basically what you guys missed. I believe it was Gore of the Meadows who was able to get the final kill or final finishing blow onto them. Besides that, a couple announcements in general. Make sure to go check out the likes of the YouTube version of this show. We're over on YouTube at Sensei_Suplex or something like that. No, it's just SenseiSuplex. Go like the video over there. And also, if you really want to interact with the likes of the sessions, you can also go over to twitch.tv where we're live streaming the game, and you can use channel points, or not channel points, but loyalty points to be able to affect these sessions in a multitude of ways. Besides that, let's get going and let's go talk to the players, see what they're doing. All right, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna be also messing with the overlay as Sean's trying to get in, but they're having computer issues at the moment. So let's unmute and let's see what they're talking about.
Blur.
Yo.
Just some Long Island talk.
Long Island talk. I mean, yeah, might as well keep talking because I'm setting up this overlay at the moment. Moving a couple things around, so y'all good, y'all good. But other than that, how's everybody's day been?
You know, it's been alright. It's been alright.
Can't complain.
You know, gotta say I'm pretty grateful to have you guys as a group that I can D&D with every week. So I just want to appreciate and thank you yet again for another great week of Dragon. There, I said Dragon Ball Z, right? Yeah. Great week of Dragon Ball Z.
Funny enough, speaking of which, for Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Z is actually canon in Soulbound Project Aurora. Basically, wild magic happened, and there is a flat screen TV in one of the games, and it is canonically playing Dragon Ball Z 24/7. It is ridiculous.
I heard they were rebooting the whole series.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were just continuing the super story.
Yeah, I think it's more of that.
Maybe that's what I heard.
Yeah, cause I feel like they just rebooted it. It was that was what Dragon Ball Z Kai was, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Hey man, it's never too early to reboot to make more money off of us. Come on, man.
All right.
The next generation.
Oh man. All right, I think I'm good to go with the overlay. So if everybody's in Foundry, everybody's good to go. We can get started. Let me just pull this one thing up. All right, play this, and we can move this. All right, let's do this, y'all. There we go. All right, everyone. If you could, gather around the table, and let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for this tale of survivors, the tale of the looming corruption and that of a jaded destiny. For this, my friends, this be the infamous fable of the Valley of Dreams and the legendary tale of the Soulbound. It was here our heroes would reconvene outside the floating islands of the Samadan Oculai tribe. It'd be here they'd begin their journey by soaring upwards. However, within a moment's notice, they'd be met with a full-on storm. As this occurred, things would begin to go from bad to worse for the Voden Knights, as they noticed the floating islands above would begin to form rifts into themselves and explode out in a terrifying display. It'd be a close call and it'd come down to the wire, but when faced with great odds, the Voden Knights would be able to prove themselves once more and reign victorious. Eventually, rising through the clouds, they'd see the entirety of Voden for a bit. The sights, however, would be interrupted by the portals of Hellflame, and the Hellflame Island begin to slowly start building up, reforming in front of their very eyes. With that, it wouldn't be long before the Voden Knights would be met with resistance as they witness a fraction of the Samadan forces. As questioning would begin to occur, eventually the makeshift leaders of the Samadans and Amir would be able to come to common ground with War Chief Agni. However, as signs of potential beneficial association were formed, it'd be interrupted as our heroes would do battle with two corrupted beasts and ancient deep crows. The Knights would be able to make quick work of their monster, but we'll have to see if the Samadans can do the same. We'll have to see this and many more in the likes of Session 20 of Soulbound, Valley of Dreams. With that, my friends, we pick back up exactly where we left off, onto the battlefield. Alrighty. I should be able to just unpause the game over here, and we'll be good. But first, let me swap this out. Swap into this. Alright. So, as we begin to look back towards our heroes, witnessing this all begin to play out and occur, a couple things to note. Gore, we look over towards you as we find you to be the individual responsible for taking out the ancient Deep Crow. You begin to take the likes of the Axe of Dindar out from its corpse as it begins to fall down into a massive, beautiful display as you crush the beast from within. You see as electricity begins to form, surging amongst it, and as it crashes onto the ground, you look over as it explodes out into several thousand pieces. Bits of astral lights, bits of sort of almost similar to the likes of glitter, but not exactly, begins to spray out into the area. Not blood, but this is usual for whenever a corruption creature is slain. As this begins to happen, it seems to be that you have felled your beast, but you would look over and it seems to be the bits of the corruption, the bits of the astral lights are slowly sort of forming off to the side and off of this corpse and going along with the wind further and further down the line. You're unsure to exactly where, but flow it does. As this begins to happen and occur, you hear the screeching begin to occur and emanate from the southern side of this forest as you notice all of the Samadans, all of the individuals that seem to be conversing with you before, they are still locked in combat. They are still locked in battle with this beast. You see as arrows begin to fly left and right, arcane bolts begin to strike into the beast before individuals are being almost pelted and swiped about. You see as some are injured off to the side and medics are beginning to take and tend to their wounds within a moment's notice. However, these individuals seem to be meeting their, how you say, not necessarily meeting their match, but they definitely seem to be meeting a powerful opponent. You'll see as Amir and a bunch of the other Samadans begin to slowly use their Oculai eye to force this individual down to the ground on a sort of grounded position. They begin to charge out towards them, but regardless, they are not handling this individual as fast and as swiftly as the Voden Knights. As this is sort of occurring, we look towards the Knights and see what exactly are they doing in this moment in time. None of you necessarily taking much damage, but there is one of you who is knocked all the way out. That being the noxious blade, Gesher, who is slumped on the ground at the moment. But regardless, Voden Knights, what would you be doing at this moment in time?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we got you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm still working through technical issues, but probably in this moment, Agni is going to look at everyone still in sort of adrenaline going, something more of a blood frenzy, and kind of look over at the other bird and sort of point over there, basically signaling anyone who still wants to fight to head over there, and he's going to go to pick up Gesher.
Easy enough. As you do, Agni, you begin to head over towards the likes of Gesher, trying to pick him up off the ground. Regardless, as Agni gives out the signal and the command, is anybody else rushing down towards the south to assist in that battle?
Now you know.
Now you know how Zora Agni said, "Got him." She got him. Simple.
Zamana tossed a healing word at Gesher and then go down.
You got it. I'll say this: you guys will get like a free sort of.
I didn't even wait. I already was going before even Agni said anything.
You got it. So here's what we're gonna do. You guys will get a free round to be able to prepare any spells and all that sort of stuff. You guys get free movement, so you guys can stop or go as far as about this. I'd probably say this little tree over here. I don't know if it's pinging and bringing your screen, but like all the way down this little purple tree off to the side. That's about as far as you guys can realistically get. This man already. This man is.
What did you expect?
I said, before the purple tree goes right past the purple tree.
Oh, you said you just said purple tree. I was like,
You meant this one way down here.
Yeah.
I got a couple of small technical things. Are we still hasted?
Yeah, you would still be.
I still got my call lightning too, right?
Yeah, and rights are still active, right? Just for note, Azura, you would see that Gore does look icy right now, though. Like he's almost like breathing out like a little bit of ice breath when he's huffing and puffing.
Got that ice and fire as well.
And everybody trying to be like Jordan.
For some reason, I can't move my token.
Let me see what's going on. Oh shoot, I wonder if it's Showcase had the same exact thing. Let me try to delete your token and then bring it back.
And
the only thing
still on pause.
Wait, hold on, try it now.
No, I can't move it.
Can't drag it. Okay, I'm bring in a new. This is one of the technical issues because I have to like give them like player 28 privileges.
I can move it now.
All right, cool. All right, bet.
And these things look healthy, right?
We'll get to that in just a moment. So,
I'll go. Just so you know, Gesher healed for 8.
I got that. I'm about to go through that in a second.
Cool.
Here, let's go through what Gesher is gonna say, and then we're gonna run down the list of everybody, see if there's anybody preparing any actions and all that sort of stuff. But, Zaman, as you begin to cast Healing Word over towards Gesher, Agni's sort of towering over the individual. Gesher is just gonna look up, and he's kind of like, he immediately, as soon as he wakes up, he just starts swinging around, just waking up in a frenzy, like, get back! Oh, sorry there. I was I didn't realize that was you. My bad. Gesher the Noxious Blade would never hurt an ally. War Chief Agni.
Agni just kind of stares at him, almost intimidatingly, but after a second, he understands Gesher, and he kind of motions Gesher that he can take a seat by the mushroom. Oh, the ping is different. Take a seat by the mushrooms, as he's done his job.
But Gesher can still fight. Gesher does not need to sit by the mushroom. Gesher.
Agni walks away from him.
Exactly. That's right. Lead me into battle, Lord Chief, and he's gonna start following right beside you.
Okay.
Like a true night creature hunter. That's what I like to see. It is.
He is definitely hopped up on adrenaline, and yeah, it's something.
That's that gumption.
As this is sort of happening, you'll see as the others begin to, after casting a conjuring spells, because remember, they're just not here fighting for balance's sake and like having to run through like 18 different NPCs, but you'll see as they begin to sort of wield or sort of gather their weapons and begin to ready themselves as they begin to conjure and cast a couple of spells. Before so, is anybody else injured? Anybody who took any wound, even if it's a small one?
Nope.
I think. I think Gore has a little bit from the what do you call it? The Crimson Right.
Just Crimson Right damage.
I took some damage from, I don't know, something.
Cool. If that's the case, perfect. So you'll see as the individual in blue, they're going to, as they're sort of gathering forth over, you'll see as they slam their staff down for a brief moment in time, their hair will begin to slowly start forming with a sort of lighter tone, and immediately Gore, any last little bit of a sort of wounds begin to slowly heal amongst yourself. As they do, I'm gonna roll a d6, I believe. Make sure I got that right. Yeah, d6. All right, here you go. Every little bit counts. Gore, you will heal a total of 6 HP. So you can right-click on your token and heal yourself up by that much. As this is sort of happening, you will look over and you'll see as the individual begin to then just slam their staff once more, flipping it to the other side. As they do, they'll look over after judging your sort of fighting styles, and they will begin to cast a spell onto Azora, Cora, and how many can they get? Actually, should be all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Azora, you're getting this. Gore, you're getting this. Core, you're getting this. That's 3.
We're getting
Dark,
what?
I'm about to explain. Addy Dark, you're gonna get this as well, and then Zaman, you don't necessarily need it, but who knows? Yeah, they'll give it to you anyways. All of you guys will receive Bless onto your forms. Basically, if you don't remember what Bless does, it adds a d4 to your attack rolls and a d4 to your saving throws. And they will be concentrating on that while you guys send yourselves into the battle.
And who casted that?
Blue hair over here.
Okay.
Yo,
You know,
All right,
get them in the party.
Yeah. I was trying to see who's gonna get to work.
helpful NPC. Let's go.
All right.
This is gonna base our conversations later.
Last sort of things, they can provide a little bit of passive things, even though they're not going to be necessarily in the combat. Kaio is going to look over. Well, he's going to look over and he's going to say, if there's any time, or if you need to return back after taking a bit of damage at any point during this fight, stand here by this tree. And you'll see as he'll begin to hold his hand out to the ground and slowly forming up, you'll see a totem statue of several differing animals and more. As this begins to occur, you'll see as it begins to slowly emanate a sort of aura of strange natural or overgrowth and natural energy. Anybody stepping into it, though you guys are all full health, it seems to be that it helps bolster your sort of resolve and more, as you would gain HP or have it be restored to you if you were to take damage. And that is in a 20-foot sphere, I believe. So that's going to be anybody caught within this little area. This is your quote-unquote home base for now.
Can you ping it?
I just drew the little grid thingy.
Oh,
You guys can see it, right?
perfect. Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect. All right, that's all they can do. This individual doesn't have any supportive abilities, so they'll be just fighting alongside as last time. All right. So let's run down the list to see if everybody is doing anything. So Gore, you have a full action to prepare, or full round to prepare. Anything you want to use for your action or bonus action. You can't necessarily ready an action, but you can just like if you want to like buff yourself up in any way.
I think I'm buffed as is. I still got my right. I haven't done anything. The only thing, I guess, while he was passing by Agni, he would have yelled, "Big one! You didn't tell them to start fighting that one yet?" And then he would just kept
Oh man, as that's happening. All right, Zaman, anything you're doing to prepare?
He's going to once again try to harness this this storm that's going on.
Trying to harness it again. You got it. So let's make a wisdom check for me.
Copy.
Not bad. As you begin to do so, it's not fully harnessed, but you notice as you begin to try to focus on when you called lightning before during the Hydra fight, As this begins to happen, you see as a bit of purple electricity begins to form amongst the ground, and it slowly starts collecting over towards your feet. You see as it begins to start building up amongst your legs, but it sputters out of control for a brief moment. It seems that you're able to will it towards you, but you haven't fully been able to wield the storm. You look up towards the sky and you see as bits of gray clouds are slowly starting to form over you all. But this is definitely favorable for you. That is a success. We'll see what happens later if you try to cast Call Lightning. Regardless, anything else you want to do, Zaman, or is that your little prep round?
Yeah, that was the prep because he already has his mineral form up, so.
Got it. All right, Azora, anything else for you? And then we're gonna go to Cora.
Nope, she is going to switch to ice form and get the hacking.
All right, ice form. Does that change your AC
That's
or
the no? That's the +1 to damage, +1 to hit.
All right, how much AC do you have right now?
She should have 18 + 2, so 20 from haste.
Got it. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why you had 20. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it just switched to 21. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just changed it back. All right. So Cora, anything you'd like to do to prepare for yourself?
So is my channel divinity still up?
Yes.
Okay, so can I call upon my spiritual weapon?
Yes, you can. Now I won't have the visual for it because I have to disable that module, but just know you have your spiritual weapon.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do for preparatory round?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Gesher is going to be Gesher, Kyle's going to be Kyle, all of them are going to be them. Agni, what about you?
As I guess people are passing by, he is going to use his action and bonus action to give help to Cora, and I don't think anyone else really needs it. He'll give help then to Gore,
All right.
because he would have passed by him as well. Everyone else was in front.
So Cora and Gore, you guys will have advantage on your next strike as Agni begins to yell out sort of war tactics and commands. All right. Last but not least, Addy Dark, you got anything that you are sort of prepping or anything like that? Probably not. Pretty simple and straightforward.
I'm already raged, yeah.
Yeah, you're already raged.
Yeah, then I'll just shift and turn into a were duck.
You got it. Activate your shifting ability, and then I will give you your health. I'm gonna drag you also back over here.
Oh yeah, that's fine. No worries. Shift usability.
Did not do the. Here, let me do the healing towards you. See if that does anything. I did not. So here, I will give you the temp HP.
Okay.
So, as this begins to happen, you guys all begin to rush over towards the southern portion of this map. You look over and you see as Amir and the other individual that hasn't necessarily said anything, you see as they're beginning to fire off differing sort of strikes. Amir not necessarily being a spellcaster, you see as they wield what is it specifically? Make sure I got this right. You see as they begin to wield a long sword with both hands. It seems to be a curved sort of katana, almost long enough to be considered an odachi for a second, but you see as they wield it and begin to rush over off to the side, leading the charge and leading the fight for their men. You see as they're issuing out battle tactics, but this individual is definitely a lot for the average common soldier. They're having to sort of take charge in this moment. You look over towards the Inquisitor individual and they seem to be conjuring a sort of deathly spell. You look over and it seems to have this strange sort of purple eldritch, but slightly divine energy. You see as this sort of, or as they sort of messing with the spell, they're slowly expanding it before getting ready to fire it out towards the crow. While this is happening, Gore, make a perception check for me. Actually, it's Gore not here. That's fine. We'll go with next best thing. Azora, make a perception check for me.
You sure? I just had to take myself off mute. My bad.
You're good.
You got it, Go ahead.
Ugh, flat rolls. Normal.
16, not bad. 1 second.
Do I roll a D4 on that or no? That's just on ability checks, right?
Nah, just on a
On that blast. Got you.
So, with that, Gore, you look over, and that bits of astral light that was sort of flying off to the side, you didn't know exactly where it was, but you looking over and around, you see as the bits of sort of stardust, they're forming, they're swirling for a brief moment, sort of circling around the entire area. You see as it begins to start, beginning to manifest and sort of intertwine between some of the soldiers, then the griffins, and then eventually the wildlife itself. As it begins to do so, it slowly collects itself and begins to start forming on to the crow, the ancient deep crow, the corrupted one. You look over and you notice as the astral colors are beginning to start shifting, begin to start changing. Looking over, it seems as bits of its form are slowly starting to reform, freezing over with ice. You notice as it screams out into oblivion and another eye begins to form for a sixth final eye. As it begins to scream out, you see as bits of its feathers begin to slowly start corrupting even further, and another set of wings begin to form amongst its back. Looking at the area, the ground begins to slowly start changing and shifting, changing colors to that of the astral light more and more and more as it takes over, corrupting the lands. Most of you have seen this before. This happened at the end of Sands of Sin, as you witness it playing out in front of your very eyes. All of the area, all of the ground before them is slowly corrupted. As this is happening, Amir will kind of look over towards you and kind of looking to see exactly how many numbers that they have. As they begin to do so, they look and notice you all and say, "But what are you doing? What happened to your crow?"
We handled it just as we said we would.
What?
Now move over and let the knights handle this one. These opposition, these ops as we call them, let's just say it's our speciality.
I see. Well, whatever it is or whatever happened, it seems to be bolstering this one, so a hand would be appreciated. With that, you'll see as he begins to grip his sword, and with that, Voden Knights, it's time for you all to roll initiative as your souls are shackled and the time for battle is once more. Alrighty, so let me grab all of you. We're gonna grab you all manually. So you're gonna have to do this manually by going up to the top right of the screen and then clicking the little cross swords icon. Alright, Zora, Agni's good. These two,
Agni's been ready these last couple of matches, man.
these two are actually going to fight alongside you. Oh, not that one. This one. And
Zora got 3 altogether.
You see mine, Sensei?
yes, 21.
Okay.
Alright. And that is what we got. And also let me change this up. This is gonna be a fun old fight now.
Oh wait, mine didn't go in.
Alright. Alright. Here we go.
Damn, it's still not rolling.
Damn.
There we go. Okay, you said it's still not rolling? You went to the swords icon and then like click the D20 thingy afterwards?
Yeah.
Still not rolling, huh? Here. Oh wait, I think you just did it. Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
cool.
Alright. Oh god, this Inquisitor is ready. So is the crow, goddamn. Alrighty, I think that's everybody, so let's do this. Okay, top of the round. As we will come over towards the likes of the crow, as they gain initiative for the first time, you'll see as they begin to scream out, the bits of the astral light begins to slowly turning from that of a solid on the ground, then begins to turn to that of a liquid, before eventually turning into an astral gas. As it begins to slowly start forming up in the area, it begins to start dispersing out into a small sphere. It will go out in how far is it? 60-foot radius. Alright. Around over here. That will be their first sort of thing. And that's going to be, what is it? Or simple enough, that's going to be an action. And they're going to use a bonus action for... They will save this for now. Alright. That will be their turn. Next up in initiative is the Inquisitor. Alright, first things first, Constitution saving throw. Alright. Con save, they have advantage. 24, nothing will happen. Okay, they will look over, and as they do, they will begin to look over towards this individual, and as they're sort of conjuring this strange eldritch energy, you'll see as it begins to form into that of a lance as they just hurl it over towards the individual. As they do, let's make some attack rolls, as they are going to use Death Lance. I think we can't target them anymore. So, they do so with advantage. And that is their go. Attack, advantage. Oh, that's a crit. Okay, that's gonna be something. Oh, dear lord. Alright, so that's gonna be double damage. I gotta roll everything manually, so that's gonna be a total of 2d6 plus 5 and 8d8 necrotic damage. 57 damage total. You see as it begins to strike over towards the individual and nearly cleaves one of the sort of beaks off with one single strike. It flies off to the side, almost butchering and tearing down an entire tree. But with that is their action. That is going to be their turn. Next up in initiative, we have Gore. Afterwards, it's Agni, then it's Addydark. Go ahead, Gore, what you got for us?
So Gore is gonna look at it, and these little birds are part of that action, right?
Say it again, one more time.
These birds on the side are part of the action, right?
Yeah, they're part of the action. They're not like actually like fighting like mechanically, but they're fighting. You know what I mean, thematically.
Okay, all right. I'm going to move close to this one. Like I could attack this bird, right? That's all I want to know. Yeah, the little one on the side.
That is an ally. That is an ally, sir.
Oh, that's one of our allies?
Yeah.
The birds?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I misconstrued that. My fault.
You're good.
I was playing high.
Gore, I see. Insane, huh? Insane. Hey, Gore, I was just letting you know it's an ally. You can live your best life. You know what I'm saying?
Gore wants war with the Oculai, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, one less Oculai plan, bro. That's what I'm all about, bro.
Whoa there, Addy
He
Dog.
said, "I want an easy kill."
Yeah. Well,
better not be going
Gore-
for
He said, you got wings? I was like, I hope you don't start swinging at me because I got wings, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, basically, Gore's just gonna go right up to the bird, and whatever madness happens because this happens, he's gonna go and he's gonna get to swinging.
You got it. 45 feet of movement speed. As you begin to rush over towards the bird, it is grounded at this moment in time. It immediately begins to start swinging forth rapidly towards you. As you enter the sphere, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Yeah, I thought this was happening. Man, this thing looking different is so crazy.
Yeah, it is definitely annoying.
Saving throw. Normal. Oh, whew.
21.
All right.
All right, you're good to go. Nothing happens.
All right, even better. So then we hear up close and personal. Let's get to swinging. And the first one's at advantage.
Mm-hmm. Because you are Agni is helping you.
What the fuck? Damn, this shit's so weird.
Yeah, you don't even have to worry about targeting anymore. You can just like roll the thing. Yeah.
Oh.
So 27, that will hit. It should be a damage button in the chat as well.
Okay, I'll add that D6 to it, right? Oh, I got to do the damage.
Yeah, hit the damage button as well.
Normal. Got you. Damn.
10 points of damage, not bad, not bad. With a single strike, you begin to almost start cleaving through the feathers, but you do have a secondary strike as well.
I'm still hasted though, so I got.
Oh, so yeah, you'll actually get 2 strikes then, as well.
All right, so let's go for the next one. Again, normal.
Do you have advantage?
I roll a D4 on that.
You
All right,
do
I got
roll a
blessed
D4.
though, right?
You do roll a D4.
Yeah, you have bless.
16, that will not hit. So you swing the second time, and you notice as a couple of the feathers are actually beginning to start reconstructing themselves, and it's harder to pierce through this individual, but you do have a third attack roll.
Yeah, let's go ahead and swing one more again. It's so weird having a different look.
Yeah. 12.
Oh, jeez.
Blessed. Yeah, Blessed definitely ain't saving that. No need to worry about rolling it.
Over that.
But 16, as you begin to do so, you swing the second time, and you're not able to make purchase. You swing a third time, and you're not able to strike into this individual any longer. You see as it screeches out towards you, almost swatting you away, sending you flying. But Gore, anything you want to do for your bonus action or movement?
No, that's it for now. I'm gonna step back away from him, though. I'm gonna step outside of his aura, so I'm gonna go right back outside here.
All right, easy enough. As you do so, that will be your turn. Next up in initiative, we have Agni. Afterwards is Adidark, then it's gonna be Cora. What you got for us, Agni?
Something interesting that I might regret later. Agni is going to. He was already like in the air. How far away am I from this guy? Okay, I'm within range. He's going to fly up, probably like 30 feet in the air, and from his hand, fire is going to erupt from both of them. And he's going to throw the fire into the ground. And a split second later, the ground erupts as fire comes from underneath the bird, as Agni is going to cast Fireball right underneath him.
Nice! Cast the spell, unleash the flames.
Just because of how big he is, I think it would just cover only him.
Yeah, it's gonna be able to only hit him. I will make that dexterity saving throw as the bird.
However, as this spell goes off and the fire erupts, Agni wants to do something a little wacky, as for the first time ever, he is going to spin his hand around and the runes on his shell are going to rearrange, and he is going to transmute this spell, and he wants to try to channel his black star and turn this into astral fire.
Oh no. Alright, as you begin to do so, you send forth the fireball and begin to slowly start to transmute it. Agni, as you begin to do so, bits of black shadows begin to slowly start forming from your hand, emanating into this sort of astral smoke as before, or you saw before when you were training with the likes of Philo. Agni, make your highest saving throw, this being, I believe, Charisma. Let's see exactly what you wield and what you possess.
I'm gonna use my birthday 20 on this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Birthday nat 20. What's the total for that? Agni is, I think, a 27?
26, I want to say. Oh no, it would be a +7, so 27.
27. Interesting. So, here's what you learn. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is this. The good news is the spell goes off, and you see as not necessarily fire begins to burn, but astral flames begin to slowly start enveloping the individual. They begin to start burning and ripping and tearing into them. And as this begins to happen, you notice as the astral flames begin to slowly build up onto it and slowly mend and begin to cure some of its wounds. Not all of them, but it does begin to heal a decent bit of the damage it's taken. Roll damage for me and I will tell you how much it heals by. So,
it has to make the save first.
You got it. A couple things to note, or that's important here. You were able to successfully do it. On top of that, you were able to deal astral damage, which is concerning. If you're able to do astral damage, well, you know the rules of astral damage. Whatever would die by astral damage, well, you'll have to kind of see, but you can maybe assume. That said, also the thing that you would learn is the corruption is super or highly resistant to astral damage, meaning they heal from it.
That's good to know. I've always wanted to know that.
Alright, so they will actually heal a total. Well, first off, they make their saving throw.
They failed.
Why'd they make it as you? Hold on. I'm gonna take their roll
no,
regardless. So that's a 14 plus 4, so an 18. So they will succeed.
They would succeed and take then 13.
So they're gonna take 13 points of fire damage. They're going to take 13 astral damage, but it's gonna be instead healed up by 6. All right. That said, Agni, that is your action. You do have a bonus action and movement.
Agni's pretty content with where he's at. Are martial checks allowed for this new bird or no?
Nah.
Martial intuition. Okay. He's going to channel Karametra's blessings as he kind of absorbs some of the energy from the mushrooms. And he wants to stay it back a little bit because the last one ran, so he doesn't want this one to try to run away. So I'm good where I'm at. As he is 30 feet in the air.
Karametra's blessing gives you a +1 to your AC?
Correct.
Alright. Wait, hold on, I gave you 2. 17, there we go. Alright, Agni, that is your turn. That is your go. Afterwards, we got Addydark, then we got Cora, then Zaman. What you got for us, Addydark?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Addydark here. I'm going to move 40 feet to get into. Wow, that's weird that I don't see the ruler. Man, that's strange.
Yeah, it's because the mod is broken.
Anyways, yeah. So he'll move into action. He'll take a tree branch and kind of do a little gymnast move, Daredevil style, and swing off to get into battle for this one. And then he'll start doing what he does best and starts pressing X.
Before you do and start pressing X, you begin to slowly rush into the astral flames and begins to also run into the astral sort of gas. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Where the fuck is that now?
Double
Shit, that shit's on the left.
Oh,
yeah, that shit's on the left.
Oh yeah, because the character sheet got jacked up.
And I get the +4 for this or nah? This blessing?
D4. So yeah, there you go. 22. That will succeed thanks to the bless. With that, that is enough. Nothing happens. All right.
Nothing happens. All right. So and the bless. This works for all the attack rolls.
Every attack roll. I'll let you know when you need to roll bless or anything like that. But for right now, hit X.
All right. All right. What do I do? Attack or damage? I don't know.
24. No bless needed. That will hit. Roll some damage. Hopefully it runs through everything right. Yep, it does everything perfectly.
Oh man, this is.
Yeah, I know.
This is crazy.
13
this
points
is like
of
so
bludgeoning
strange.
Damage. As you begin to strike into him with the first one, you send them flying back a little bit, but you do have 2 more strikes. You can actually just hit the attack button over and over again, and it'll just roll more attacks, just for future reference.
Oh, okay, okay, that's good to know. Oh, okay.
15. Roll a d4. 4.
Let's go.
Time to learn for this. And 19. As you begin to rush over and you slam your fist into it, you see as you're getting ready to pierce the veil, but you notice as astral ice begins to slowly form onto it, almost guarding your strike and almost shielding exactly where you're getting ready to hit. A 19 will miss. That being said, you do have a 3rd strike though.
Duly noted.
19, add a d4.
Well, let's see if the D4 works this time.
23,
oh, all right.
This time it will.
That's 4 D4s in a row. That's weird. That's like 3, 4. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
You see as you can roll for damage as I'm describing this. You see as it shields your sort of strike for a moment, and Barbarian Logic begins to kick in. You see it, and you just punch even harder, dealing 5 plus 3, 8 points of damage. Good stuff, Addydark. Anything else for your turn, or is that all?
That will be it.
Alrighty. Next up in initiative, we have the likes of Cora. What you got for us?
Let's see. I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt.
You got it. Also for the initiative and everything update. So it's gonna be Cora, Zaman, Gesher, and then Amir. Azora, goddamn. Kane, you in these last initiatives, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Alright, so
You
go
have, you have advantage, Cora. Don't forget.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
you,
gonna. I gotta figure out how to roll with advantage on.
So it is hold Alt and hit the well actually it's gonna ask you whether you're rolling for advantage, so you can just hit the button like normal and it'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I'll describe it while you're doing that. So Core, you begin to hold your holy symbol of Iroas out for a brief moment, sort of putting the kana or the kabubu off to the side and firing forward a guiding divine strike from your hand as it emanates and strikes over towards the crow.
I don't know why I didn't go.
Oh, that's right. I remember this from yesterday. So for some stupid reason, spell attack rolls, they don't work. I don't know why. No one knows, but they just refuse to act. So, Cora, just roll a d20. I'll add the rest and tell you the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Foundry bugging. So a 3, you do have advantage, so roll one more d20. Ugh. 6 plus, I don't think that's gonna be able to save it, but 6 plus 7, nah, it's not gonna be enough even with bless. You fire it off to the side and it seems to go veering off to the left, just barely missing, so that will expend the spell slot, but you do have a bonus action and movement if you want to go anywhere else, Cora.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon.
You got it. Bonus action, make an attack roll, same sort of thing, just roll a d20 and I'll do the rest. Oh man.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's one of those days. So with the spiritual weapon, you swing forth and you notice as you're not able to pierce through its hide, it seems to be defended by or covered over by this astral corruption. Or that's your action and bonus action. Is that where you're gonna stay?
Yeah, I'll stay here.
All right. Next up in initiative, we have the likes of Zaman. What you got for us, Zaman?
Copy. So I feel like I've harnessed some of that energy, but it's not fully harnessed yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try to harness more, then use that to attack the crow.
All right. As you begin to do so, quote unquote cast a spell called lightning, but you know, I just rolled the damage and I'm gonna make a dexterity saving throw, and I will tell you what happens. All right. Dexterity saving.
Oh, that was a horrible roll.
Oof. Let's see. Dexterity saving throw. Does it have? No. Okay. Dex save. That is gonna be a 12. That will fail. As you begin to strike it down with the sort of call lightning, you see for a brief moment as all the purple electricity amongst the ground begins to almost conjoin itself into your hand for a moment. As this happens, you all the Voden Knights around begin to almost get blinded from the purple light beginning to emanate and almost contort in Zaman's sort of palm. You strike it down over towards the individual, and you see as when the lightning begins to strike, a slow or a rift begins to form. A very, very slight one, but a small rift into the, or tear into the ground begins to form beneath the crow. With that, you only deal 8 points of damage, but you do notice that sort of display beneath it. Zaman, that is your action. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's it. He already healed Gesher, so everybody's cool. Yep, that'll be all.
All right, with that, the crow is going to use a legendary action. They are going to use their shadow call. As this begins to happen, you'll notice as the shadows begin to lengthen around here or the entire area for a moment, but instead of the shadows, it's more of that astral gas begins to slowly start piercing through the entire area. As they begin to scream out to oblivion, I need every last one of the Voden Knights I believe except Agni. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure you're way past 60 feet. But just...
Yeah, I specifically got out of 60 feet.
Or... Actually, no. This would... There's only these individuals. They'll probably still do it anyways, yeah. So not all the Voden Knights. I take that back. But it's going to be Addydark, Amir, and the Samadin Inquisitor. And because you guys are already in the range, you guys make it with disadvantage. This is going to be a... Is this Constitution? Where is it? Yes, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage. Alright, con save, disadvantage, 16, and then I believe that still fails. Con save, disadvantage. That'll definitely fail. Alright, so you guys will take a total of 3d6 psychic damage. Oh man, you rolled nearly max. You see as they begin to or the screaming call begins to almost pierce your ears, begin to hold your head in a rage as you nearly brought down to your knees. Alright, so I'll subtract that from your guys' health. With that, that is its turn. Next up, I believe, is Gesher's. Alright, make sure I got that right. Yep, Gesher, then Amir, and then Azora. Alright, Gesher is going to look over and... Oh boy. Oh god, just stay down, Gesher. Please just stay down.
Hey, sorry there. Was I supposed to take damage there? I didn't take any damage.
If you like hover over, it's weird. If you like go over your mouse again, you'll see that you took the damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it takes a little while to update,
Okay.
I noticed. Gesher is going to look over, and as they begin to do so, they will just say, "Dragon, guide me for just one singular moment for the noxious blade." And as they do so, they will begin to press upon themselves, and they are going to slowly have bits of sort of frozen mushrooms begin to form on their person. They're going to cast Armor of Actus on themselves. Alright, they gain 5 temp HP. As they do so, they will rush into the battlefield. And I think that's really all they can do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, cool. Oh boy. Gesher uses action, so that's all as far as you can get. Okay. Next up is Amir. Afterwards, going to be Azora. Alright, let me make sure I got their attack ready to go. Yes, sir. Alright. He'll begin to look over towards this individual and immediately begin to grit their teeth and charge into the battle. As they do so, they will look over towards each and every one of you, or one of their men, and begin to yell out a battle cry in Infernal. As they rush over, they will join the likes of Addydark in the fight. And they're going to make a couple of attack rolls. Do they have anything for that? Improve this, but improve that. Does that do anything else? Oh no, straight regular degular. Let's go. Alright, first attack, long sword. It's gonna be a normal. 15, that's gonna miss. Second attack. 28, that will hit. Third attack. 24, that will hit. Alright, they're gonna roll damage for this. This is the versatile one. 14 points of slashing damage for the second one. Another 14 points of slashing damage for a total of 28. You'll see as they begin to do a dual slash onto this individual, and as they seem to immediately carve an X into him, they'll grit their teeth in for a brief moment, and their eyes will begin to shine. And they are going to do their action surge. They will begin to make 3 more attack rolls towards this individual. First attack. It's going to be an 18. That will miss. They do not have Bless. Second attack roll. 16. Unlucky. They will miss that one. Third one. 21 will barely hit. They will roll damage. Normal attack. Another 11 points of damage. You'll see as they begin to swing forth, but the wings are almost too hard to get through. They use a sort of piercing motion, and they're able to get through the defenses for the last one. As they yank the blade out, they ready themselves in the defensive stance and end their turn. Azora, how do you follow up?
Yeah, she will rush in. All right, no, I got the feet. The movement.
Yeah, with the bonus action dash as well. You're good.
Yep, and she will get the swing in the nice stance.
Got it. As you begin to wield your katana, you begin to swing forth with the Frostbrand blade.
Attack. Advantage.
There we go. 14. Bless will not save. That is not going to do it.
Okay. And yeah, she will swing again.
23. That'll do it. Roll some damage for me.
Oh, hit the damage.
Yeah, it's in the, yeah, there you go. 14 points, not bad, not bad. With this strike, what does it look like, Azora?
Yes, that would be 15 with the plus 1. But yeah, so yeah, you see it just rush past Addie. And that's same thing. She throws the sword at this one and then teleports to it as she slides down. And then as she lands on the ground, she's gonna go. She holds her sword and twists it, and now she's gonna go jab it with her last attack.
That's right, because you are hasted. 16. Bless can save. Roll a d4. I'll save with a 17 now. You swing again, but you notice as the feathers begin to slowly start forming for a moment, and you're nearly brought completely off your balance for a single moment in time. With that, Azora, is that your turn?
Yep, that will be her turn.
All right. Next.
Actually, she'll go. She'll get on the side a bit.
You got it. Oh, also, I almost forgot. Roll your Constitution saving throw for coming into the aura.
Yep.
Same thing for Gesher. Con save. He has advantage on this against poisons. He still fails with a 10. 20, you will succeed. Oh boy, good lord, Gesher. Poor boy. All right, that is gonna be 2d6. God. You look over at Gesher and you'll see as bits of astral gas begins to slowly start, or he begins to inhale it for a moment. You see as he begins to cough up, and as he begins to start coughing and hacking, you'll notice as he coughs up, not blood, but astral liquid. He is going to be, or take that 6 points of astral damage. That is not going to be good for him. See the effects of that for later, though. Alright, that's his turn. Next up, we got the Ancient Deep Crow. Alright, here's what he's going to do. First things first. He is going to use multi-attack. He's going to make, how many is it? Oh boy. He's going to make 3 attack rolls with his empowered sort of strikes. The first one, he's going to make the Mandible Attack over towards Amir. He's going to do so as a straight roll. If I could please stop targeting this thing. Yeah, I guess it's stuck like that. It's fine. Alright, Mandible Attack is going to be a straight roll. That's a yikes. That's not good. That is going to be a total of 10d10 plus 6 damage towards him. Good luck. 58 points of damage. He is still up, but he is near death. As this begins to happen, you see as the crow begins to grab the individual, immediately begins to almost pierce and completely rip them into half. And with that, they are nearly dead. Second attack is going to be over towards Addy Dark. This is going to be the with their claws. All right. This is with advantage as well. That's a 31 to hit. That'll definitely do it. A total of 28 points of slashing damage, but you are raging, so it's reduced to 14. All right, that is their attack. And next one is going to be towards Azora. All right.
Ouch. Ouch.
It's going to be a 22 to hit, and you're going to take a total of 26 points of slashing damage, Azora. As this begins to happen, you see as he slashes, rips, and tears into all of you, and as he begins to screech out one final time, you just see as the crow begins to vanish for a moment. You look over and you see as more and more of the astral lights begin to start forming amongst the area. Everyone, I need you to make a perception check, as they are going to use their shadow stealth ability. Alright, this is with... oh boy. Alright, let's see. Cora, you do not see this. Azora, you do. Adidark, you do.
Do I still get blessed for this?
For this, no. It is only...
Bless doesn't apply?
Nah, this is an ability check.
Okay, cool. Just gonna ask.
So that's Azora, Adidark, everyone else. You do not see them. Let me... Amir would see them because, you know, they're grappled by them. Let's see if the Inquisitor sees or not. 21 they do. Gesher, let's see if he does. He actually does. Oh man. As you guys begin to do so, you know, those who don't see anything, you just see bits of astral smoke, and that is all. Everyone else, Adidark and Azora, you begin to notice as there's sort of visages of its astral form sort of rushing about, and you see as it begins to flap its wings and begins to soar up into the sky. As it does so, it's around 50 feet or so up, but no one else sees this besides you guys. Alright. With that being said, that is its bonus action.
He's 50 feet in the air? Is that what I just heard?
50 feet in the air. You are able to see that, Adidark. You, same as you, Azora, but no one else. Except for Gesher and the...
Alright, my first question is there a tree that's 50 feet high around me?
No, but you do get an attack of opportunity, and Azora, you would get an attack of opportunity. 16, that will, yeah, roll a d4. That will hit
So
with
21
bless.
altogether. Yeah.
All right, roll damage for that, and then Adidark, you can swing one more time in case of a crit.
So that's 15 altogether.
Not 20, nah, close, but that will hit. Roll damage, Adidark.
Just hold this for a moment.
All right, the creature is now bloodied. 10 points of bludgeoning damage, nice. Plus another 13 from the rage damage, good stuff. As you both begin to swing forth and send our flying strike over towards them, that will be your turns. Samad and Inquisitor, they will begin to look over, and as they do, they say nothing, but they will look over and they will cast a spell. Yeah, I mean, they're smart enough to do it. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll look over, and witnessing the individual, you'll see as they begin to sort of kneel down or get onto one knee for a moment, begin to use the likes of their strange holy symbol thing, and immediately you'll notice as they hold a hand out before these strange sort of shadow demons begin to slowly start forming over towards the creature, wrapping around and beginning to slowly start forming a strange aura amongst them. They are going to cast Fairy Fire on them. They need to make a dexterity saving throw. 20. That will just barely beat their DC of 19. Anybody got any or DM's inspiration they want to make this thing reroll, or is that what it is? Alright, fair enough. That will be their turn. That's all they've got. Gore, what would you like to do as you notice the creature just completely vanish from sight?
I just have a question. Doesn't my brand of castination go automatically?
I don't believe so. I think you actually have to choose to brand them or not, and I don't think you have chosen to brand them yet.
Oh, okay. All right. And even though I've attacked it, it can't be branded?
No, I think it's whenever you hit them, but I'm trying to click on your character sheet to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just this new GUI has got me all.
Yeah.
You know I'm struggling already. I'm an old man, struggle as is, and I'm over here.
Let me see.
And this thing still keeps on telling me I have Curse of the Mark, and it pisses me off every time.
Oh man. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna look it up real quick, because that will definitely determine some stuff. Run a castigation, blah blah blah. Alright, whenever you damage a creature with a weapon, nah, you gotta hit him again.
Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna cast Detect Good and Evil.
Casting Detect Good and Evil, how far of a radius is that?
That has a 30 feet radius.
30-foot
Yeah.
radius? Alright.
Yeah, I'll take that first action. And then Gore, in Gore's Infinite Wisdom, is going to fly back into where he saw him last.
Easy enough, makes sense to me. As you begin to do so, you begin to detect the evil and good, and you feel, and looking up, you feel a heavy astral presence above you, but it's also mixed with a bit of divine presence as well, as this would be considered celestial, or this little corrupted beast. Looking up, you know exactly where it is. That is your action. You do have a bonus action, or you could yell out to the rest of the party where it is.
And I'm still hasted, right? So I still got another whole attack and
that is
bonus
true.
attack and all that. So, yeah, so
you got one attack extra that you'd be able to do right here.
Okay, so I could do the extra attack off that,
Mm-hmm.
off my action, or no? Okay, cool. So I can do that attack and then I can do my regular attack.
No, it's just one attack that you get right now.
All right, cool. It's whatever. So Gore's like, those tricks won't work. Bird, I've already slayed one. You're next. And Gore's yelling and zooming up, and he's almost leaving like an ice streak pointing behind him, like almost like a stream of ice up to where he's going, because he's aiming to just kind of like he's just cannonballing up to the bird.
All right. As you begin to do so, make an attack roll for me.
Okay, actually, right before that, can I actually use? God damn, shit, fucking crazy. No, that is what it is. All right, cool. Yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and swing. Let's do this. I got to target myself, or who do I target? Or I can't target anybody.
Yeah, you don't have to target anybody. Also, Addy Dark, you said you had a fourth attack, right? If you want, you can just roll that real quick.
Yeah, I was just waiting for your moment for the judge to come in and declare yes. Roll.
Yeah, you're good. All right, so that will hit with a 25. It's going to be 18 points of damage. Nice. As you begin to do so, what does this kind of look like?
Gore is like literally like almost making an ice missile of himself flying straight up, and he's hitting the bird, and wherever the bird is at is almost like a little bit of like you know when like it hits like alien shields and the shield shows up just a little bit, like that ice like circle kind of comes from where Gore hit.
As this begins to happen, you notice as for a brief blip of a moment, the individual begins to slowly start appearing and forming in front of your eyes. Everybody, that being those who were not able to see it before, Cora, Zaman, and Agni, make another perception check.
And one last thing, of course, when he's hitting him, the ice leaves the brand inside of him because he's castigated right now. All right.
Nice. So you will always know exactly where he is. You don't have to make a perception check.
Got you. Copy.
16 and 11, that will fail, but Agni, you can try to make yours.
Make my
random question: Does that cost a blood maledict? Does that brand cost a blood maledict or no?
Nah, it's just free.
Okay, I was just asking. Yeah, no problem. You got it.
All right, so none of you guys are able to see it, but you do see that brief blip on where it just previously was for the beast. All right, Gore, that is your turn. Agni, you are up. Afterwards is Addy Dark, then it's Cora. What would you like to do, Agni?
He is going to take the dodge action, and the runes on his back are going to rearrange as he is going to burn a first level spell slot for 2 sorcery points.
All right, easy enough. As you begin to do so, you feel rejuvenated. Is that your turn?
Oh, that's going to be my turn.
All right, we go over towards Addy Dark. You see this individual as they're flying up in the air 50 feet above you. What are you trying to do?
Is there a tree that I could climb and attempt to then jump and hit this said creature?
So here's what we got. There's this tree over here, like towards your top left. It's pretty tall. The only issue is you would still be further or far away, like horizontally from the creature. But I'll give you this. If you can convince that creature to go over towards you, you can taunt it to bring or come over to your position. You might be able to get an attack or a couple attacks off, but you got to be creative with how you're going to bring this individual
If
over.
if I rage again for additional to get a additional pounce movement, would that help just jumping towards him from that tree instead?
How far do you get with that little pounce movement? How much
It's
movement does it
20.
do? 20.
Easy 20. So half my normal.
Oh man.
I'm trying to climb a tree and then rage again and pounce on him in the air.
Okay, I gotcha. I thought you were just trying to like straight up anime jump, just go upwards. I'm like, I don't know if we're at
Oh
that
no,
yet.
no, yeah, no, no. I'm trying to climb a tree and then rage at the top of the tree to pounce on him.
I will give you that. Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. So then I will take that action. Which tree? You said I still had to go to this tree, yeah?
Yep, top left. There you go. So as you're sort of doing that, you rush over off to the side. Feral instincts beginning to come up. You begin to holster your bat and begin to start climbing up to this tree. As you hoist yourself up for a moment, you look over towards the individual and begin to howl out as you rush over with a feral leap towards this individual. Adior, make an athletics check. Do it with advantage to see if you're able to leap far enough with the extra movement and more. 22. I'll give you 2 strikes. 2 strikes. That's all I can give you. As you're leaping.
2 strikes.
Like off to the side. You don't know
I was
how
trying to mount.
ridiculous this is. You're trying to mount.
I was trying to mount, but is he unmountable?
That can.
I was trying to mount.
We got mechanics for that. That will take your action to do it if you want to, though.
Yes, that is that should be fine, I assume.
All right.
Yeah. Because I haven't used my I used my bonus action. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's mount him.
All right, so as you begin to rush over, you leap using your first athletics check for a 22. As you reach over and try to grab him off to the side, make an athletics or one final athletics check to or quote unquote mount the individual latching onto them.
Is this normal or is this advantage?
Advantage as well. You are raging, my friend. 17, that'll beat the DC for this creature. You hoist onto them, holding off by a thread, and as you begin to start pulling yourself on top of the creature, one by one, you mount them, and you have or use your bonus action already, but you are now on top of the beast. Good stuff, Addy Dark. All right. Yeah, that's your action, your bonus action, and your movement.
Yeah, I think that's everything. That's everything. And I'm I think for flavoring, I wanted to change form.
Sure.
To bear, because it's just leaping from I don't know. I feel like a bear would leap better. What would be the best leaping creature? I don't know.
Maybe the were-duck or the werewolf, probably.
You know what? I'll just keep it the duck. Just keep it simple. We're still ducking around here. Duck, dodge, dive, dub. Let's keep doing. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Let's do this.
You got it. All right, Addy Dark, that is your turn. We go over towards Cora and then Zaman. Now, Cora, you can't necessarily see the individual, but you do notice as Addy Dark is flying on top of something. They're just sort of floating up in the air from what you can tell, and they're hanging onto something. You would probably be able to take a blind shot at the creature and hope for the best, if that's what you want to do. So, Cora, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna first bonus action. No, I'll do my spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
All right, so this will be a strike with disadvantage, but you can certainly well, here, let's think about this. Addy Dark is on top of this thing. You know the creature is very, very big. Swinging in this general vicinity and area. I'll make it a straight roll.
For the sounds of the duck call. The duck call, bro.
I'll give you a straight roll.
Okay. So what's because you said the spells things don't work. So is that still a D20?
Yes, D20. 12 plus. Are you blessed, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes, you would be blessed. Roll a D4.
Okay. 3, 6, 4.
4. That bless will be able to help you, and that will be enough to strike into the individual. I need you to roll a d8 for me.
Okay.
As you begin to see the hammer of Auroraverse begin to smack down onto this individual, it'll deal a total of 4 points of force damage, but you do have your normal action. What would you like to do for that one?
Now, I forgot this mechanic. Can I still use a spell, or I have to use a cantrip?
You can use a spell because you already have a spiritual weapon casted. That's just using your bonus action to keep swinging, so you can cast something here.
All right, we're going back to the guiding bolt.
Okay, make another attack roll. D20.
D20.
There we go. With all your bonuses, that'll be enough to strike into the individual. What level are you casting Guiding Bolt, Adam?
4.
Oh shit! All right, that's gonna be 4. So that's just 4. That's gonna be 5, 6, 7d6 for me as you begin to unleash the wrath of Auroraverse onto this individual as they explode out into a divine light.
7d6. Okay. Hopefully I do this right.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 points of damage. Nice! As it strikes into the individual, you see as they begin to slowly start glowing for a brief moment, and their entire form, it begins to shed a sort of bright light. With that, you see as the shadows begin to slowly almost dissipate from them, and everybody has vision, everybody has sight of the beast. Cora, that is your action, that is your bonus action. Anything else for your turn?
That would be it. Oh, I get the 5 from my divinity, or 3 from my divinity.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, let me add that. Also, they are going to use a legendary action. As this begins to happen, you'll see as they begin to start flapping their wings rapidly for a moment in time, and as they do so, they almost throw you completely off, Adidark. But I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. That is going to be Adidark, Gore, Gore and Azora. Emir is in the mandible, so they.
Is it a dex saving throw?
Yes, dex saving throw. Is anybody else in the range or radius? No. Nice, natural 20 and another natural 20. Gore, that's going to be an 18. Will that succeed? I think that will actually just fail by 1. Are you blessed?
Yes, blessed.
Bless will be able to save it. Don't worry about it. You succeed with the bless.
Advantage.
All right. That being said, that's going to be a total of 2d6 plus 6 damage, and you guys do not go prone. Adidark, if you would have went prone there, you might have fell off the beast right then and there, but you're good.
50-foot drop would have been heartbreaking because I would have just attempted to do it again.
So that's going to be 7 points of damage to everybody. I'll do the HP and all
I
that
did
stuff.
it for Azora already. But
Okay. And then for Adidark, that's going to be reduced to 3 points of damage. All right, and then Gore, I got you for the 7. All right, that is its legendary action. That will be its turn. Zaman, you are up. What you got for us?
Copy. He's about to run it back. He's gonna harness his purple lightning and try to blast this beast again.
As you begin to do so, everybody can clearly see the rift itself on the ground right now. It begins to slowly crack forth and begin to go or open itself even further. With that, you begin to conjure down the lightning strike. Roll some damage. Dexterity saving throw.
Better.
And I assume you do it in a way where you don't hit Adidark in the process.
Yeah.
All right. That is a natural 20. They will succeed with it. As you begin to form the rift even further and beyond, it seems to be that they're still holding on. You're almost at the precipice of being able to strike this individual down and use all of that energy, all of the minerals around, but you're not able to put enough force with it. You need more. You need a little bit more strength. Almost there, Zaman. Almost there. It's going to be 15 points of damage regardless, and they're on their last leg. All right, Zaman, anything else for your turn, or Is that all?
How is everybody looking? Is there anybody who might need a little bit of healing?
Amir is on death's door. Addy Dark is also getting, or is pretty roughed up. Same thing with Azora.
He'll, I guess, in good faith, he'll also heal towards Amir if he's looking to work.
All right.
If you, never mind.
All right, 5 points of HP. That will help him out. Oh wait, keep in mind, Zaman, you would have to step up a little bit to him. He's 50 feet in the air right now. A little bit of distance. You would probably have to. Yeah, you would probably have to step into that circle at least, and that'd be me being really, really generous with it.
Right here.
Yep. All right. That being said, make your Constitution saving throws, Zaman. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that is going to be a 7. That is not going to do it, so you will take a total of, where is it? 2d6 astral damage as well. It's going to be 6 points total. That will be dealt towards you. That's not too terrible. You are good to go. All right, Zaman, as you begin to do so, you step in, begin to heal up the likes of Amir. And with that, he's going to definitely appreciate that one. All right. Zaman, is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right, next up is Gesher. All right, he's going to look over. Oh, boy. Oh, man. He's just going to yell out, I am Gesher the Noxious Blade. I am not Gesher the Noxious Blow. What do I do to this thing? I don't have any raised attacks. I guess I sit here, and I guess that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna sit here. He's gonna be chilling. All right. Anybody got anything for him, or is that all?
That man can't take the help action?
He can probably back up some, so he's not in this AOE.
You can tell him to give you aid, but he doesn't know. Bro, this is Gesher, bro.
Oh my God. Whoever's closest to him, please tell that man to give the help action, please.
Yeah, I would say give Gore the help action.
All right, how do you RP? He can't. He doesn't know what the help action is. So what do you say to him?
Zaman would say, Gesher, you have done enough. Go back and assist Cora so we can focus on this bird.
How the hell do you want me to help Cora? I mean, I can so to cheer.
Use your eyes.
What the hell? Okay. What do you mean use your eyes? I always use my eye. I'm blind, remember? And he points towards the scar.
Zaban will say, help her focus her attacks.
Bruh.
Alright, bro.
Make a persuasion check, Zaman.
Bro, it's not gonna work. It's just fine.
Bro, this is terrible.
Yo, honestly, just let him do nothing, bro.
Bro, this is most definitely Cora's Squire, bro. Never forget that. This is Cora's Squire, bro.
This man is trash.
He's gonna look over and he's gonna be like, I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to help, but
You should
it.
just let me do it. You should just let
That's
me.
all he says. You got it, Gora. Go, strike them down. That's all you got. You do not get the help action. He is too stupid to understand exactly what he needs to do to actually help. All right. It was worth a shot, Zaman, but that is Gesher's turn. All right. Amir's turn. First things first, he's going to do a classic fighter moment. He's going to hit that second win button immediately. It's going to be his bonus action. Is it? How's this work for him? Okay, it is a D10 plus 12. Oh, thank God, he needed that. All right, so that's going to be 22 HP to him. You'll see as he begins to breathe for a moment, and he is not willing to give up the fight now. He will begin to strike and stab into the beast's mouth and try to sever him entirely from him. It's going to be one strike, the long sword. Normal. 18. Needs that bless. It's not able to do it. Second one. 24 will be able to hit that time. And third one. 14. Unfortunate. You see he begins to swing wildly, but he's not able to do so as he's still in the clutches, in the mandibles of this beast. He's able to get one single strike off and nearly jab one of the eyes closed. But it's only able to do 9 points of damage. You see as the beast begins to falter for a moment as they're slowly beginning to descend. But that is all they've got. Azora, what would you like to do? This individual is 50 feet into the air.
Yep. How tall is this like tree thing?
It would probably be about roughly like 15 feet.
So she moves up the stump, and then she takes out her 50-foot rope, and she starts swinging around to attach to the bird's legs.
I get swinging around to like hit the bird's leg.
Swinging like kind of like a cowgirl and like attach it to the bird's legs.
All right, so wait, how are you doing that? Are you teleporting there?
Oh no, like with the rope. So the rope is 50 feet. I'm 15 feet up. So
got you. Copy. All right, if that's the case, what would you even call this? Yeah, we'll just call it a straight athletics check. Yeah, we'll just call it that.
All right.
21. As you begin to do so, you lasso and throw the rope over towards the individual, try to pull them down. You see as it begins to wrap around some of its legs and it begins to slowly tie it together. What would you like to do now? I'd say they'll probably take one of your attacks, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fine. So now that she has him roped up, she wants to jump off the stump, teleport another 50 feet up, so 30 feet now, and like whiplash the rope downwards towards the ground to whip this thing towards the ground.
I see. As you do so, you try to use the bits of force and begin to pull down with all of it with pure force and strength. This is gonna be, oh boy. I think this is gonna be a contesting of strength. Azora, make an athletics check, or not an athletics check. I mean, unless you want to, yeah, we can just call it an athletics. This will be yours versus theirs. All right. 22 is what you gotta beat.
Wait. Using that inspo. Using
all
that
right, fair enough.
Me.
Natural 20, that's what we like to see.
Yeah, so like I said, she rolls it around, throw it at his leg, then she jumps up, then teleports up, and then like just with all her force slams this bird to the ground.
As you do so, if it wasn't already injured, it wouldn't necessarily be able to do it. But with Addy Dark on top of it, just pummeling them down from above, and also all the individuals striking and swinging, you see as the individual begins to grow tired before they slam onto the ground almost through the rift. Zaman, the rift that you sort of were forming before, you see as it begins to crack even further open. And with that, they are knocked onto the ground. They're not prone, but they are on the ground. So all the individuals can swing and strike. Azora, that is your action. Or your first attack. You do have a secondary attack if you want to follow up.
Yep. So yeah, after she lands, she takes a deep breath with that second wind.
Fair enough.
Healing roll. All right, 15. So that brings me back to 51. Okay. And yeah, then she'll take a swing now that's on the ground.
Go for it. Make another attack.
Yeah. Got you.
.26 will hit. Roll damage. Nice, 17. You see as you begin to strike into them, they are pretty much on death's door. Oh, 18, we'll add that. They're on death's door as bits of their sort of feathers have been completely broken and shattered. But what does this strike look like?
Yep, so as she slams it down and lands, as she's coming down to the ground and taking that deep breath, as she let goes of the rope, she grabs her katana again and just comes slicing all the way down to the ground. Nice. Trying to hit the leg to free what's his name, Amir.
You got it. As we begin to do so, that is your turn, but we return over towards the ancient Deep Crow's turn. Struggling but trying to survive as best they possibly can. They're going to look over, and they are going to look over directly towards you, Azora, and they're going to gather you forth just like they did Amir. They're gonna make a Mandible Attack at you. It's gonna be a attack roll. Jeez, 31 to hit. It's gonna be 5d10 plus 6 damage as you are scooped up into this individual and you are being slowly crushed alive with the likes of Amir. That's gonna be 43 points of piercing damage towards you, Azora. Are you up?
Yeah, she had 51 HP.
All right, so barely standing, but that will be its attack roll towards you. Second one's going to be a claw attack towards Gore, and a third one over towards, well, it's Mandible, so it can't really crush Amir, but it's going to be, and it can't really hit Addy Dark, so it's going to soar over to hit somebody else. All right, Gore, there's going to be attack roll towards you. 28 will hit. 22 points of slashing damage as you see as he begins to carve almost you completely in half, tearing your wings apart. As this happens, well, I mean, I guess they wouldn't, probably wouldn't be, I mean, they're stupid, but they're not like that stupid. They probably wouldn't fly around knowing that they're gonna take an attack of opportunity. What's their intelligence? 10? Yeah, I'll roll a D100. 50 or higher, they do. Nice, all right, they do. Gore, you get an attack of opportunity as they're going to hit over towards this Samadin Inquisitor. Addy Dark, you are going along for the ride as well. Same thing with you, Azora.
That's an attack of opportunity? No?
All right.
Yeah, you do.
I just lost 50 HP. I turned down. I looked down for one. That 43 was me.
Oh wait, Addy Dark, are you asking if you get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, that's what I was asking too.
No, you're on top of it.
Oh, okay. So I'm just like riding him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Does he go home when it's time to charge?
Alright, so yeah, Gore, you can make that attack. I'm going to make an attack over towards them. You are blessed to roll that d4. That will save it because of bless. Roll some damage.
He's kicked this out.
Nice. That's going to be 14 points of damage plus an extra 3 from the ice damage of the Crimson Right. Also because you have the brand of castigation.
Here's a small thing. Anytime he's attacked anybody, he's supposed to take 2 points of psychic damage.
Gotcha. All right. I will add that too. That is the 2 psychic damage from the brand. With one single swipe, you see as he nearly falls down from your wrath again, as you did the first one, but he's strong enough to be able to stand his ground and strike over towards the Inquisitor. All right, it's going to be a claw attack. Ooh, this is going to be a 19. Does that hit him? Yes, that will hit him. Does he have anything for it? No, he does not. So that will... Wait, actually, does he have shield? No. All right. That is going to be his life. Damage. 27 points of damage. He's fine. Is he concentrating on anything? No. Alright, that will be his turn. Ancient Deep Crow begins to start swinging wildly as it's nearly dead. The Inquisitor's turn. Alright. They will look over towards the individual, and as they do... They will... They're curious, but I don't think they're that curious. They will begin to look over and they will conjure up their Death Lance once more. And, oh, I did that wrong. They were supposed to be making multiple Death Lance strikes, not just one. So, all right, let's make a couple. It's going to be 3 attacks over towards this individual. All right, it's going to be 1. 17 will miss. Second one. 20 will hit. Third one. 13 will miss. All right, roll for damage. Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna need those kind of weapons.
You'll see as he begins to strike into the individual, and as he begins to swing with the first one, he's not able to pierce it, but he swings a second time, not able to pierce through the shards before he strikes a third time. He's able to break through the ice, and bits of this entire bird's form slowly turns into a dark, sinister purple. With that is going to be 30 points of damage. They are still barely up. That is the Inquisitor's turn. Next up, we have Gore of the Meadows, then we have Agni. What you got for us, Gore?
Quick thing. I don't know how I got down to 10 health. I didn't think I was the one getting hit. Did I get bodied or something like that? Did I miss something?
Hold on. How'd you get 10 health? You didn't take 10. Did you?
I think he gave himself the damage from the 43 I took.
I didn't give myself the damage. I didn't take it. Like maybe it accidentally. I don't know. So I'm at 53. I was like, yo, I do not recall.
I got you. We'll call it 53 because I know you didn't take that much damage. I'm gonna just move you over to the side just so I can see your token. All right, Gore, what you got for us? You got 3 attacks.
Bro, for a hot second, I was like, Gore in desperation mode right now. But for every attack that he took since then, like every attack, he's taken 2 damage, right? I just make sure you got that little chip damage.
All right. Let's see.
Gore is getting to swinging because ain't nothing else but to do because he's upset at the bird. But he's actually gonna fly up close to the bird's eyes because he's gonna start rocking him in the head.
I like how I just move your token so I can like actually see your token and then you just move it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know. My fault. I was doing the story. My fault. Oh, now I can't even move me. I'm sorry. I did it. I'm sorry. I was doing. Let's move Gore over here. For all intents and purposes, I'm right on his head. Oh, I was moving him so you could move him. I'm sorry.
That's old man
right.
Tito, bro.
I'm just swinging as long as you know.
Oh man.
All right. There we go. First attack.
All right. First attack. 19.
That one hits.
Bless will save it. Don't need to roll it, so that will. You can just roll for damage.
First one.
Nice.
Second, extra attack off that one.
Also, the 2 psychic damage is going to be 16 points of damage total from the first swing. As you do, you see as their entire form begins to slowly freeze over, but you do have a second attack.
All right. I have an extra attack and my second attack, so I got 2 more to go.
Got 2 more.
So,
13.
Yeah, that one ain't doing
Bless will not save that one, but you do have a third and final strike.
All right. Third one. Let's see how it goes. One more again. I get to see the attack again.
16. Bless can save it if you roll a 4 or on a d4.
Oh my god.
2. You got any inspiration?
Nah.
Alright, that will be as it is. You swing one more strike as you chuck the axe over towards his eyes, and as this begins to happen, a flapping of its wings begins to occur as it blows you backwards completely, sending the axe off kilter and off angle. With that, Gore, that is your turn. That will be all. We have Agni's turn, but before it goes off, he will use a legendary action, and he will use his Shadow Call. That is going to, as he pierces and screams out into oblivion, I need everybody to, including Gore, Addy Dark, Amir, and Azora to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can you move my token outside?
Yeah, I got you.
And I will not move him then back inside.
Alright, so I need one from Azora, and then I will make it for Amir. So Zora's 22, that will succeed. 25, Addy Dark, that will succeed. Amir, Constitution saving throw. 18, he will fail. He's going to use Indomitable and reroll. 24, he will succeed. Alright, with that, as you all begin to hear the ear-piercing screams, it's going to be 3d6, right? Yes, 3d6. 13 points of damage. Alright, Azora, you take 13 points of psychic damage. Amir will take 13 points, or excuse me, not 13, 6 points of damage.
Can I save? Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad.
She is at 2 HP.
Oh, man.
So he takes 2 psychic damage for, I don't know, is it he does 1 attack and he takes 2 psychic damage, or is it for each creature? Because it says each time the branded creature deals damage to you or another creature.
Oh, did they change it?
Yeah, that's what it says. Each time the branded creature deals damage to you. That's what I was saying. Like he should have been taking chip damage every time he swung. Because I was right on top of him.
You got to remind him of that.
That's what I kept on saying. That's all I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was like, did he take a damage? No, I was talking about the castination every time. I was reminding. I guess we just.
I didn't know that's how it worked. They must have changed it.
Yeah. So for every attack he had since I was up on him.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
He took. So every single time he took 2. That's what I was like, is he taking the ship damage?
Each time a branded creature deals damage to you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you. No one's within 5 feet of you, but I will keep that in mind for future reference, because that will definitely be important. So keep in mind for future, you'll probably, if you ever want to get that damage to go off, you actually have to stay in the fight. So it's either you choose to be mobile or you choose to get that extra damage.
Yeah, it was just that I was on top of him for that last round. I was right on top of him because I went up to him, and Addy was there too. So.
All right, so that will be That will be its legendary action. Agni, you receive initiative. What you got for us?
We're gonna keep this short and sweet. Agni's going to fly. Oh wait, that's what you guys mean. There's no.
Yeah, there's no grid thingy.
He's going to fly up. What's the range here? 20 feet. He's going to. Oh wait, this thing has. I don't know how much HP it has. We're just gonna go for style. He's going to. The runes on his back are going to glow red hot, and as he does that, he is going to burn all of his current sorcery points for his level 4 spell slot back as a bonus action.
Oh man. As you do so, you gain your spells or gain those sorcery points back or spell slots back.
Oh yes, and once again, his hands are going to ignite as he gets extremely warm, as both hands erupt into a flame, and as he molds the flames down both into a ball, he looks at this thing and he is going to fire off 2 of his infernal burns to try to pierce its heart.
Alright, as you do, send the attack rolls over towards him.
I can't do the actual spell, I just rolled the d20, correct?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
13,
that would be +7, so a 20 to hit.
20 is what you need. That'll hit. Roll for the second attack.
Another d20.
That'll definitely hit because the 13 hits. So both of those attacks will hit. Roll damage for both. And what saving throws will they need to make?
I mean, that's if he lives through this, but we'll see.
$46 points of damage. Yeah, he ain't living through this, bro. How do you want to kill him?
Agni flies up both his hands with these bolts. He fires one, and as that one is firing through the air, the other one goes behind it and pushes it even faster into it. And as this bolt of fire just soars through the air, it pierces basically from the head through its body as it comes out the other end. And this thing now has about a 1-foot hole that you can see through its body. As Agni looks at it and just stares as it falls down to the ground, succumbing to its wrath.
As it begins to do so, you see as it crashes onto the ground, the rift begins to open up even further before an explosion of astral light begins to occur. Bits of the particles scatter off into oblivion as this creature is dead and defeated. And with that, Voden Knights, you all are successful as this individual is dead. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, let me end this. Let me switch on to this. All right. Let me get this instead. So, as you begin to look over, you see as the immediately dropping down onto the ground, Zora, Adidark, Gore, and Amir will begin to look over as they are bloody to all hell, but they are still standing. This individual seemed to give off a little bit more of a fight, but considering you guys had to fight 2 of them, it makes sense why now you are injured. As this begins to occur, you'll notice as a couple of the sort of Samadan troops, they are injured off to the side. Some of them, their ears are completely bleeding. Others sort of wounded from the or astral feathers and the bits of debris and crossfire. Immediately, as this happens, Amir will check to make sure that all the troops are at least alive and let the medics do their jobs. I'll sheathe the sword, begins to look over towards you all. Say, much thanks. Your help was very much appreciated for this one.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess coming off of like still like in battle mode, Agni's still like smoking hot. He's going to look at him and nod and say, "Looks like we've all had quite the day. I think your troops deserve some rest. If you're up for it, we can still talk business, or we can save it for another time.
Not even necessarily just a rest, but maybe even a little bit of a feast. You all fought well. That means all of you, from my troops to yours. You definitely are a skilled commander, I can give you that.
I take little credit. The credit goes to those that follow me. I give all the credit to them.
As you begin to do so, you'll see as he does nod in respect, but you'll look over. We should definitely tend to our wounds, and then begin to head over. I can show you to a place where a feast would be suitable. That said, if you would rather prefer to schedule that for a later date, that is also an option. But you are already
as
here.
long as we're good to keep our weapons now.
I think that is a fair arrangement.
We will see what you have to offer then. A feast is something welcomed.
That you'll see as the troops some of them begin to cheer in unison and in victory, and as they begin to gather their things, for the sake of brevity, you'll notice as a couple of the individuals are sort of looking over and scavenging for a couple of resources before packing up to sort of head out. Kaio would probably look over towards everybody, and the blue-haired individual, you still don't really have their name, they will call over everybody for to gather forth for them to tend to their wounds as well. Actually, does he have... I'll make sure I got this right. I think he has healing spells. I think he just has that totem, so never mind. Yeah, never mind. Not Kaio, but the other one would. Alright. So, anybody who's injured, come to the big tree. They're gonna heal you.
Azora would go over here, talk to these warriors, and nothing crazy, but she'll say, I noticed your skills there. You all did well. Your clan should be very proud of your bravery. And
You'll
oh, go ahead.
You'll see as one of them will begin to say, "Ah, yes. Thank you. You fought well as well. Say, you mentioned you were a part of the Lunista clan, right?"
She nods.
Must be a powerful warrior clan. We're glad to have you here to be able to assist in the fight.
It is our pleasure. Hopefully this is the beginning of something, well, akin to cooperation between us two.
Well, I'd hope so, but as long as you're not one of the Yasuda clan, then you should get along well here.
And she nods and she reaches out for like a handshake to both of them.
Yeah, they'll shake your hand and begin to nod and gather their things.
And my last question, I mean, this might be just the map, but is this something up here on this tree?
Nah, it's not actually accurate. There is no corpse in there.
Just gotta ask the questions.
Fair enough, because yeah, that is that is something. All right.
Is this the healing tree?
Nah, it was the original tree from before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got over here. So, as oh yeah, Gesher's also messed up.
Yeah, I got 2 HP in a dream.
So they ain't got
Skills?
much honest work.
You know. Alright, let's get these heal, bro. I never turn out a good heal, bro.
As they begin to do so, they will strike or pretty much stake their staff into the ground before saying, You all fought well. Here, let me at least repay the favor. And they will cast, because they have to cast at this level, like that. They will cast 1/3 level Cure Wounds and 1/3 level Cure Wounds over towards you, Addy Dart. It's going to be a 3d8. Spell doesn't work manually or automatically, so +4. Oh man. Ah, God. That's gonna be 10 HP to you, Azor. I am so sorry. And there's gonna be 38 +4 towards Addy Dark. 18. It's still not the greatest, but still something. It's gonna be 18 to you. And they're gonna give you also a couple things on top of that. They're not gonna use everything, but they will give you 2 healing lights. It's gonna be 2d6 to all y'all. Oh my god, please. 4d6. Alright, Jesus Christ, they're rolling terrible. Alright, that's gonna be 4 HP to Azora and then 6 HP to Addy Dark. Oh, true. Ain't much, but it's
did you handle it? Yeah, I assumed you handling it.
Yeah, I got you. Alright. So as this begins to happen, you would notice as when they do so, bits of divine light begins to glow amongst your wounds, slowly close and mend, almost similar to whenever Cora kind of does it. It's not as potent, it's not as strong, but it does at least help. Gesher will kind of look over and just be like, I mean, hey, buddy, you got any healing for the noxious blade? Sure, but I was prioritizing the individuals who actually kind of did something. But here, fine.
He don't get credit for
energy.
Dang.
I hope they know he ain't one of the knights.
You'll heal him up. You'll gain 6 HP. There. Should be. That's all I can do for now. I need a bit of a rest and a commune, and I'll be fine. For more later.
Just because it's the first time, I want to do something real quick. Agni's gonna go over to Azora and Gore, and he's gonna say, "Hold still for a second," and he's going to release haste. As it's going to stun them for a second. Well, 6 seconds technically.
You feel... unless you want to describe what it kind of feels
like.
No.
I mean, it would feel like you were all both hyped up, sort of like minor flames around you, and as the red gems that were imbued into you kind of fade away, you guys kind of lose consciousness for a second as the gem kind of replaces itself into Agni. And as you come to, he kind of nods at you and gives you both like a pat, letting you know you guys are going to be okay.
Zora nods and she says, "That was something. I felt as though I was as fast as water yet as strong as ice. It was quite the rush."
And he would Gore would just be like, "Big one, you continue to prove your worth. You lead well."
The powers of the devils is effective, but risky. Don't expect it often.
Gore nods. I mean, he's done a chance. Just the way shit goes down.
You'll see
Cora would want to
as...
talk to him here.
You
That's
got it.
important.
Just make sure everybody is aware. You'll see as a bunch of the individuals, they're not just sort of singing Kumbaya like off to the side. You'll see as a bunch of them like begin to surround the area, secure the perimeter, and make sure the place is safe for you guys to like rest up, mend your wounds before we're getting ready to go. Go ahead, Cora.
Cora would ask Amir, do you know where a temple or a training ground is?
Yes, I do know. We do have a set of training grounds here. Not necessarily a dedicated temple, though. The training grounds would be... I can show you. It's kind of off in this direction. It kind of points north. It'd be on a separate not necessarily island, but conjoined landmass. That'd be the Plateau of Prospering.
Perfect. When you can you take me there?
I would not be able to, but I can assign a couple of men to be able to do so if that is fine.
That would be perfect.
For right now, stay with the individuals. It's probably in your best interest for the time being.
Did he point out which individual, or is just some rando?
Yeah, he's just gonna assign some rando to kind of show you.
Okay, cool.
Alright. But he's just saying to stay with the individuals for now, because though you guys did help him out, you know, killing this beast, he doesn't want, like, a bunch of random stragglers just going around exploring the village without him at least letting the village know, like, hey, yo, there's other people here.
Oh, it makes sense. She understands. And she'll just nod and like a graceful, like a thank you type shit.
Mm-hmm. As you do, he'll sort of nod as well. Alright. Anybody else sort of have anything to do during this little short rest?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zaman? Where you at? There you are.
He moved over to the side. He's still concentrating on this call lightning. He wants to further understand this like purple lightning and how he can maybe effectively use it in the future.
As you begin to do so, you'd see as you begin to slowly start tearing bits of the earth, almost tearing rifts into them. You'll notice as a couple of the some modern warriors will begin to look over, and they'll begin to rush over, looking over and saying, "Wait, whoa, stop that!" They look over. Whatever you're doing, I do not know, but I didn't realize that was what you were causing. Stop that this instant. You could cause a chain reaction and cause terrible things to occur with the island. We're not prepared to leave or as of yet, we do not need to speed up the process of the explosion here.
Have you all not learned how to harness this energy?
We have, but events have occurred where a couple of men that were looking over the area responsible of that have sadly died in battle. We have individuals working on it, but they've been working tirelessly, but it is a process in times like these.
I'd be interested to speak to those individuals. Maybe I can assist.
Persuasion check.
Bruh.
They don't know you, bro. They know you a little bit, but I don't know about that.
I don't know why you keep making me do this, man.
-1. It's not a no, but it's not a yes. You'll see as they say, I would not be the one to be able to issue that order. Maybe Amir or the Inquisitor could, but not me. That is not my jurisdiction.
Understood. I will talk to them.
Alright. But as this begins to happen, you walk on over, and you notice as a little cactus cat will kind of like follow you on the way there. But kind of like hitch a ride and then continue on.
Yeah, he can. If Zaman sees him, he'll pick him up and he'll like pass him to Agni on his way to talk to him. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Go for it.
Amir.
Yes.
You have a second.
Briefly. What do you need?
I was curious. I was talking to some of your warriors. They said you have people working on how to harness the purple lightning.
Yes, we have a couple of engineers, if you can call them that, seeking to restore balance to this disturbance consistently failing or falling across our island.
As I don't know if you noticed, but I had started to channel that energy myself. Maybe I can be of assistance to this group, and we can be mutually beneficial to each other.
You would be capable of doing that. You were the one who caused the rifts, then?
Yes,
or
that
kind
was
of
I.
pointing over, saying like, "Cause that over here."
Devon said, "Yes, that was I."
Look over. He's kind of looks over towards Agni, kind of looks over towards you, but judging based off of like your way of rule or your way of leadership, he gets the sense that, you know, Samad's a big boy. He can kind of, you know, figure or be able to do things for himself. He does. It's more of a sort of leadership where you guys are the high captains. You can kind of go do your own thing without necessarily needing anybody's sort of permission or representation or anything like that. So I look over and say, I can arrange something like that, but before I mention to the other Warforged individual that before anyone can start going off in the village, I do need to get word around the village, notifying that we have visitors. Would this
Understood.
be afterwards, though? I can arrange that. Would that be suitable?
That will work. I appreciate the assistance.
Very well. And as this sort of occurs, I'll say, I appreciate your... he doesn't know what it is, but he's gonna call it concern. But whether it's actually that or not, I mean, man, that's up to you, man. He doesn't know it, regardless.
Fair enough.
Alright. With that, is there anything else anybody needs to do over their short rest?
Cora would speak to Agni and Azura. She would tell Azura.
Like in private, or one of, like, are you talking to both of us at the same time?
Yeah, I guess both at the same time. Just to kill two birds with one stone. First she will go to Agni and tell him that at some point I have to go on my own to either a temple or a trading pit. I spoke to Amir and he said that he will help me with that. I'm trying to regain some of my memory, and I think that if I go back to places that I frequent a lot, maybe something will pop up.
What do you mean frequent a lot? You've been here?
I haven't been here, at least I don't think, but as you know, I spend my time in the arena. So I'm thinking if I spend my time in other arenas, perhaps something will jog my memory. I felt a little something when I first got here, so I don't know. I saw myself in like these robes or something. So I think the more I explore, maybe the more will come back.
Are you sure this is something you want to do alone? Although we spilled blood with these people, we don't know them.
Azura said.
Also, real quick, just to add clarity, is this a private conversation between you three, or is it just kind of just out loud right now for anybody to join in?
Be just the three of us. She wouldn't think to speak it out loud.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Azura.
Yeah, Azura said. Agni has a point. Once we take our short rest here, I'll go along with you, Gore.
She would be like, yeah, there's things that we have to talk about also. So I think with you on my journey, we can talk about a few things.
I'd prefer that. Watch each other's backs wherever you two go.
Agreed.
Azura nods. She say, once we finish our rest, perhaps you can ask Amir where we can go for training after the feast. Or before, while they're preparing it.
Right. With that, Addy Dark, are you having a conversation with Gore, or?
Yeah, we just, chatted up the usual.
How'd you get me to say Meadows up?
I think
you You about the culture, bro. That's why, bro.
If you believe in it, bro, it's
robot.
okay.
Yeah, bro.
I did not tell
believe
you
were
it,
like,
bro.
bro, you
believe
all
it.
about the culture, bro.
I'm not part of Metal Games right
Yo,
now.
we selling hoodies direct to consumer, bro. If you want to cop a hoodie, just let us know, bro. Direct to consumer.
But I'm just saying, bro, you gotta like go through SenseiSuplex for that one. You gotta go to the merch store, bro. That's all I'm saying. All
Good
right.
merch, bro.
You know, just I'm gonna just drop this exclamation point merch. There you go. Appreciate you.
And then, if does anybody else have anything to talk about? Because I don't want to take up too much time.
Zaman was just gonna toss the gauntlets to Addy and say, "Here, they're finished."
Oh.
Wait, what? Hold on, wait, what?
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
this is like-
That's hilarious.
Wait, what? I am startled. What are these contraptions?
This is what you requested.
Are they mittens? Can you
Sure.
describe them, Zaman? I mean, I've never seen them. Can you describe them? I'd love to know what they look like before I put them on.
They look like they would make you fight better.
Interesting. Like, what color are they? What are they made out of? Just so I can get. I mean, because I've never seen the gauntlets before, so I just want you to explain it to me in explicit detail,
To
so
be
I get
fair,
every
you did
feel
have
for them.
You did have a little bit, very little, bit of input and direction on kind of what they were, Zaman.
Oh, I did.
Or not Zaman.
Oh,
but, like,
Zaman
more
did.
More so of like, oh yeah, hey, this is what Addy Dark kind of wants, blah 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 blah, cool, and I just left it
Yeah,
at that. It was
Zaman would
yeah.
do the opposite of what Addy did and make it better. Whatever Addy wanted, he did it better, and he didn't give him what he wanted.
oh my god.
If he said he wanted them to be made out of fur, they were not made out of fur. They was made out of leather.
Oh my god.
So just think, if it's not, it looked like something you didn't ask for, but you can wear them if you want to.
What are these?
What you requested,
Mittens?
if that's what you would like to call them,
What do they do?
make you better.
Make me better. I mean, I'm Hattie Dark. I'm pretty damn good.
You're okay.
For you, that's a compliment.
These will make you better than okay.
I will. I guess. Question: do they? Do these gauntlets have like the fingertips on them?
Yeah, I believe so. Pretty sure.
I immediately attempt to like take the fingertips off to make them look like MMA gloves.
You got it. Easy enough. You're strong enough. You're a barbarian. You're able to rip those pieces off and make them work enough for you. Now let me go grab these sort of things. Let me go grab Mao because he has them in his inventory right now. Let me go. Boop. He's not actually here though. All right. Where are these inventories? So as you would begin to put these on. If you check your inventory, Addy Dark, you will see them there. The Night Slayer Gauntlets. You can call them whatever you want. I just have them as the Night Slayer Gauntlets for the time being. The Gauntlets,
Slayer gauntlets.
or these gauntlets, just to read out to everybody. These gauntlets have been magically infused to slay any and all night creatures, made for Addy Dark himself. These gauntlets can only be equipped by a monk or a barbarian or character with martial hand-to-hand training. The gauntlets are a +1 magical weapon that deals 1d4 plus 1 strength modifier in damage, but they also deal a 1d4 in radiant damage as well. So you do more damage than your typical fist, as well. Because that's how it works. And also it means
Very
when you
nice.
crit, also when you crit, instead of just doing an extra d6, you do an extra d4 or an extra 2d4 as well. So more
nice.
more crits, more wins. Also, radiant damage, you wouldn't know, Addy Dark. Radiant damage is essential to being able to slay a night creature. Without radiant damage or fire damage, yeah, they ain't dying.
Well, good to know. I think I always try to naturally do the fire form. Now I'm glad to know it just like works. It's good to know.
Yeah. It'd probably be like a little small note that Mal kind of left you or whatever, saying something along the lines of, hey, Addy Dark, I figured that this would probably be a little bit more helpful for slaying night creatures. I did a little bit of research and asked a couple people of the village, specifically Philo. So hopefully this helps you out. And it's just signed Mao.
Oh, I'll make sure to thank Mao for this and not anyone
Zaman
else.
didn't give him the note. He didn't give him any instructions. He just told him to make them better, and that was it.
I'd probably say you probably wouldn't be able to do that. It's somewhere in the gauntlets you didn't necessarily count for.
This is like on the inside, bro. He engraved it on the inside, bro. There's a tag on the inside. What you mean? Got it instructions. Got the, it said, do not dry clean, bro. Dry clean only. No, this shit is dry clean only, bro. Dry clean only gauntlets, bro.
Oh man, it's probably like in like the little finger things that you kind of ripping out. Oh man.
Scroll inside of the pinky. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Alright, so with that, any other final things that you need to talk to, any NPCs before you heading out? Because I mean, this is over the course of like 45 minutes, to be fair.
I got one or two.
Go for
But
it.
if anyone else wants to go, I don't want to take up too much time.
Azura wants to take the time to talk to these three, with the blue hair as well.
Sure thing.
Hey, that's what I was gonna do too.
Go for
okay,
it, tag
so
team.
yeah. And she'll say, "We appreciate your assistance during that battle there, Kaio. You and these two. Well, actually, we never got your two names. My name is Azura Lunista."
You'll see as individual will begin to say, oh, I guess that is right. Sorry for the rude introductions, but from before, I am, well, you can just call me Zoe, and that's Z-O-I. There you go. And the other one individual will begin to say, yes, you can just call me Cole Kasha. Cole for short if you want to, or Cole Kasha, doesn't really matter to me. And they'll both kind of extend a hand as Kaio, if he hasn't already, he'll introduce himself as Kaio of this modern clan. But yeah.
Yeah. She'll shake the hand and then continue to say, "Hey, once again, definitely appreciate this. I'm not sure what you are doing after this, but however, perhaps we can talk about things in the future once we get all cleared up." And then she'll look towards Cora and Agni.
Agni was mostly watching, letting you handle this, but he would just be there just to listen.
Oh, word. All right, she'll motion towards Cora.
Gore would have been listening in the back. He's being nosy because he's still not feeling these guys. But he's checking them. He's listening, but he's not there.
As is said, go ahead.
Corin would ask, so what is your next journey after this? Or is this where you guys are trying to head to?
Well, we've kind of been just sort of roaming around for a little bit. To be fair, we ran into Kaio and a bunch of other individuals a while ago. Sadly, we went our separate ways, but right now we've just been helping Kaio with their sort of mission and their report. Kaio will kind of look over and say, yes, as I mentioned before, I'm here to report back or report the events and the things that we learned from my scouting party.
Do we know who he's reporting back to?
Not necessarily. He just said he was gonna be reporting to someone.
Okay, so Cora would ask, is your camp, like how far is your camp from here? Or the person you were reporting back to?
Well, the person that I used to report back to, they don't seem to be here anymore. From what I could tell, and if this individual, Amir, is the person now in charge, I can assume they're probably dead. So I'll have to probably report to him instead, as he's probably my superior now.
And he said Amir?
Yeah, Amir.
So Cora would ask, so is your plans to stay here like long term, or like once you finish reporting?
Well, actually, I just thought of this. You have a person in this group with a red triangle, right? I'm assuming, I'm making assumptions here based off of the marks that you have on your hands.
Yeah, Zora would nod.
Well, I am seeking to pass along a message from the group I was formerly with. If I could possibly be able to relay a message through that red triangle, if it wouldn't be too, what's the word? Too problematic.
What happened to your old group, or the group you're trying to? You said you were formerly with them. Whatever ended up happening with that?
They started building their own place, and I still had orders to take care of. This village needed to know of the fate of what happened to their clan in the south, in the Forbidden Expanse. I asked if, well, they were free to come with, but they chose to rather stay in the Expanse for the time. I believe this is also me as Sensei trying to remember to a year back. Where the hell did they go do right afterwards? They did that. Yeah, I can't even remember. Fucking Kyle probably doesn't like 100% remember. It's been too long.
And what are the names of this old group? Or the individual?
They're gonna make an insight check on you, Cora. 19. Why are you asking? Why is Cora asking this question?
So, well, one of the reasons is that they want us to relay a message. I mean, we deserve to know who we sending messages to. Is the first thing. And the second thing, she really wants to know like what is their end goal, like as far as are they gonna come back to our camp, or are they going back to that person's camp? Is this where their end game is? Yeah. But when he brought up to use the mark thing, then it's like, well, if you're gonna use my phone, I at least deserve to know who you're trying to call.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
She's the Cora said before you use my anytime minutes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
That out of the country calls, shit's racked up. You know what I mean?
Is that singular? Are we going?
The way my phone bill is connected, you gotta call after 9, man. That's when it's free.
Alright, so you'll see as Kaya will begin to say, I'm specifically looking for an individual, an Oculai, blonde, red-eyed. He thinks for a moment. He thinks and then just says, do you know a person named Zale?
Yes. That is, and she snaps her fingers like, the one that part of that one group. The soft spirits or something of that nature.
What? What do you mean spirits?
It's something that another individual told us their group name, but yes, we've spoken with that individual a few times for sure. Them and the one called Ilva.
Oh, You'll see as he nods in recognition of those names.
It seems that we know the party that you came from, or at least some individuals.
It seems that you know of them, so that is who I wish to contact. Since I would be, for clarity, and 1 second. Alright, we should be good. Yeah, Twitch is being Twitch again. So they'll begin to look over and say, I am simply looking to allow an audience between this Zale individual and this clan specifically. Now, I do not know if his allies would be wishing to come, but I know that Zale had an interest in that.
Well, I see nothing wrong with that. I do appreciate you being forthcoming.
See, as he begins to nod.
Oh, and the last question, where does your journey end after this area? And this is just her trying to figure out, like, are they looking for a home, or are they looking for a new camp, or are they got other missions or whatever?
Kokasha will kind of say, well, we've always been kind of just drifters, to be completely honest. Which we haven't really thought about necessarily settling down anywhere or anything like that. No 100% big aspirations and goals, but we're just walking around, exploring the world and all its terribleness and seeing where life takes us. I'm pretty sure that's consists, right? Looking over towards Zoe, she'll kind of pretty much nod.
Can Gore inside check him? He's just watching for fart.
Sure.
He don't like the way they talk.
Go for it. Insight check.
Okay.
Judging by it, there's a little bit more to it than just as simple as that, but you're not sure whether it'd be like a group sort of thing, or rather than an individualistic sort of goal that they'd maybe not be necessarily letting on to.
Or Zora will say, well, a lot of us can understand the allure of the wanderer, the wandering spirits, a ronin, so to speak. However, during these dark times and these difficult days ahead, allies are something that are hard to come by. Before you depart from us, perhaps you'll give us an opportunity to allow you to ponder, even if it is a temporary alliance. We are in great need of allies, and I'm sure there's something that you all would like as well, that perhaps together, with a bit of cooperation from us all, can be easier to achieve.
You'll see, as Zoe will say, I don't suppose it would be out of the realm of possibility, but I will say we do have kind of obligations to help Kaio with whatever they need, and they definitely seem to be busy, so I look over towards Kaio. It is something to consider, but I will think over about that offer, but whatever I learn from here, when it comes to the sit-rep of this situation, that'll determine where I'd go next, or what I must do.
Alright, so I heard as long as Kyle's around, they can't go nowhere. We could arrange that, okay?
Cora would say, perhaps if Kyle's goal is heading towards our direction, we might be able to assist.
I wouldn't be surprised if judging based off of my recent orders, I wouldn't be surprised if they would want me to go back to the Forbidden Expanse, but that would prove quite dangerous considering the bridge. If not there, maybe towards Sage or Taiga, if they wanted me to check on the sister clan of the Samadans. It is very unlikely, unless the situation has gotten so bad here, it is very unlikely that I'd stay in the valley. Judging based off of their orders, but again, I don't know.
Did you say you're going north?
He said the tiger,
this would be north. Voden's weird. So they went from south, which is the Forbidden Expanse, and they are north in the valley. You would know, Cora, that the Azure Taiga is to the east.
Okay. Heard.
Zoro said, well, and like we said to these individuals earlier, the Zhao dynasty, I know they're not so worried about them now, but we are not sure what they're capable of. They have grand plans and grand designs to take over. Who's to say they'll stop at the ground? If we were able to make it up here, this, I can only imagine what an empire can do.
Yeah, you mentioned the Zhao dynasty, huh? I remember those, couple of lot. I thought about joining them for a bit, but, they said, oh, you must be a farmer, and that wasn't necessarily my style. I have better capabilities of figuring out the truth. You'll see as they look over towards their blade and a couple of their runes and tattoos amongst their body. Interesting folk, I guess. But, too pressing, I'll say that.
And she said, well, perhaps we can discuss all of this in due time.
Oh,
perhaps first is good.
One other thing. Speaking of which, who is the? I need to speak to you, Kaio, and but silently. And you of your troop, you seem to speak up by default. Kind of looking over towards Agni. Could I have a bit of information I've been clocking that you might want to know.
Understood.
That's it. Go ahead, Azora.
She'll say, well, perhaps we'll take this time to rest up our wounds and enjoy this feast, and perhaps on the dawn of a new day we can continue this discussion.
We'll see as they all begin to nod. That begin to continue on with their rest. Alright. Everybody good to go? Any other last bit of things before y'all hit that short rest button?
Were they gonna discuss that with me now, or they're just saying later in the future?
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Okay, no problem.
They're in the process of it. What? What are you talking about, bro?
Just chatting up these Samadin warriors, bro.
What is this like? What are you talking to? Like, what, you know?
I feel like he just walks up and he just says that straight to them.
Bro. Bro, I'm just making casual conversation during this, little small rest.
You guys can all hit the short rest button, but you'll just hear this guy. He has kind of a little bit of a nasally voice. What's a night creature?
I pull out a little pamphlet from my back pocket, and it says, "We slay night creatures." That's it, and I give it to him.
But
hey,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I summon right before Zaman Innocence rest? He's gonna summon Hedgewick. He haven't summoned it in a while.
Gotcha. I'll see if I can find the token. It might be busted because it's been a long while. But here, I'll get to this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new token. Can you send me the art again for that?
Yeah, I think I made a token for it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, appreciate you. But while that's happening,
where's the small rest? Where's the rest button now? We're looking at here, folks.
Yeah,
facts. Where's the rest button?
It's right under hit dice, so right next to the right of hit points.
Copy.
It's crazy how the joint changed up so much from that small little change. I'm over here like I was lost for a minute too.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
I am
go ahead.
Blind.
this individual will just say, this book or pamphlet thing just says we slay night creatures. Like, well, what is a night creature? Am I a night creature? Are you a night creature? Like, what does this mean?
Oh. Hold on 1 second. Where's this fucking button, bro? Am I blind right now?
It would be.
Oh, there it is. Yo, that shit is
underneath the hit die. It's in a completely different place.
Yo, that is like, I would have never.
Center and Justified. It was all the way in the corner before.
That is okay. I don't even know. All right. Night creatures. They're, how should I say, the most evilest thing in the world.
That's
they have an aversion to light, hence the term night creatures. You know that they suck blood. Typically, they're pretty they're not very. I should say they're pretty fair-skinned, I guess is how I would describe them. And sometimes come in arachnid forms.
That just throws them off completely. I see. So they're like werefolk, but kind of like vampiric, or?
He grabs him by the throat and says, "Don't you ever compare me to them again."
Yeesh.
And my people.
I'm just trying to understand. Hey, I'm just trying to get. I'm just, like, hold on. He didn't mean anything by it. Whoa. There's no need for violence.
I do apologize. My rage post battle sometimes. I've been seeing a new therapist. They say that keep the rage for the battle, out of battle. Gotta be a little more cool, calm, collected. I apologize.
It's cool. It's cool. But no, we don't we haven't really slayed a night creature before, but I can say for myself I don't pursue the temptations of the night. Whatever that means. Yeah.
That's good to know. Good to know. Perhaps you'll be formidable allies, but it's not just me you have to convince. My questionnaire process of this is pretty short, actually. It's the big turtle one and the quiet one you got to worry about. They always come in with all these very, very, it's like almost like a binder filled of notes and stuff every time they're trying to interview people.
So, like, are you guys like a bunch of like Night Slayer hunters or something? Or yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Night Slayers. Yeah, I like that. Voden Knights Slayers. That's kind of nice. That's got a good ring to it.
Just make sure to contact me for like trademarking and copywriting purposes and all that stuff. But you have good luck with that. So punches you on the shoulder and just kind of like sends you farewell. And with that, as you all begin to gather forth and gather your last bit of things after getting your short rest, eventually you notice as a couple of the individuals begin to help you all and start leading you away from this portion of the village and more, and begins to start taking you to the kind of edge of this sort of this forest specifically. You'd all notice as eventually there would be, make sure I got this right. Yeah, it's not that sort of a big of a thing. You guys have to sort of cross the likes of a small or a longer sort of bridge to get to the other sort of major areas in this village. Now granted, remember what I said before, this isn't completely accurate to what it actually looks like. The islands per se are a lot closer than what this map has. And as you do so, you're sort of walking over towards the Grand Samadan Hall. You can see a couple of the buildings off into the distance, and as you do, let me view this and let me change this. Move this over. Also, I will say we are, and I also have a clock down. I won't make the token for you just yet, but I'm gonna make sure to make that for you at the end of the session. We're wrapping everything up. That's very, very easy to do. So, as you guys are walking through, there's a couple things that you kind of note. Let me first show you to the first little small area. This village is fairly big, with lots and lots of people. That is the first thing that you notice. Now, when you walked in and came into the village originally, for the mushrooms and more, granted, this was a lot more natural, not necessarily militaristic in any way, shape, or form. But you see, as these individuals are leading and looking over left and right, you notice as there's a handful of individuals that seem to be gathering a couple of tools, sort of gathering even a bit of resources. Other individuals are sort of armed with weapons at the ready, not necessarily pointed towards you, but just waiting and expecting any danger at any moment. All sort of talking, all sort of conversing loudly, as this is only the entrance of the establishment. Looking over, it is beautiful, but you would notice, despite the map looks a little too clean for what it actually is, what you would actually see is there are bits of rubble, bits of debris. Some of these structures that you would notice, like the walls that are a lot nicer, they are almost completely destroyed and barely being held up together. But you look over and you see as Amir and this masked individual begin to continue on. And as they do so, where is this? You'll see as some of the individuals are preparing supplies, and they do so in a hurry, but the bustles of the city is for the most part peaceful. Eventually, Amir will begin to stop over here and kind of just say, we, as you can probably tell, are preparing for battle at any moment's notice. That being said, this is why we are, well, there is a frantic sort of nature about everyone. But before we continue on doing so, it has come to my knowledge that my associate here is going to need to at least write you in the ledger to record your presence here. Just to make sure that we have you clocked in, everyone knows, and we can convey this or information to everyone in all the other villagers so they are aware. As they're saying, I look over and they seem to be, they're not necessarily saying words, but they look over and Amir begins to nod, and the other individual nods as well. They would need to record your name, your race, your age, and your capabilities. It's only to the extent that I pretty much know. That would suffice. Would this be okay with all of you? This is sort of standard.
Name, race, and age. I mean, does anyone else remember?
I don't think any of us technically know our age.
Oh, we about to find out in a minute.
Agni would say to him, I understand the precautions. You can get our names, our races, but most of us don't have the most accurate memory. Can't say everything we write down will be 100% true.
That said, then that means your age, you do not know it for reasons of affliction? He begins to raise an eyebrow.
Some of my memory, let's just say, is in pieces.
Then you would say that you are afflicted, then.
Afflicted with what?
The stars, to some degree. It is not uncommon. Many people have been afflicted before. But we are trying to help with, or use as many resources as we can to cure the affliction from them. We need to at least write this down. We are not sure if these individuals that I believe you called the Ops are marking people as, well, sleeper agents, to say the least.
Sleeper agents.
It is far-fetched, I do know, but we are not willing to take any chances. They have caused enough pain and destruction over the lands, and we will not stand for it anymore.
This is your city. We can abide by these rules.
I apologize for our precautions, but we have to enforce the rules here.
And structure and order should be maintained throughout these times.
That they'll begin to look over, and you'll see as the Inquisitor will begin to start walking over towards the book over here, and they will kind of like ask for like a little bit of a single file line motion over for them to take your names one by one. So whoever wants to go for first, step on up.
Gore just zips up and he's like, Gore of the Meadows!
See his Gore
God Crusher!
You see as the Zor's getting ready to speak, and then just Gore just busts on in, just pushes her out of the way.
He said, Gore of the Meadows, Oni, Wrath of Phoenix, the Blade of Dendar, and subscriber to Ambrosia. And he get Ambrosia and he
Platinum level. Platinum.
Blade of Dendar.
Bro, he is a diamond member, bro.
Gore's a mod in the chats.
Tier 3 sub.
They're gonna raise an eyebrow to that last comment, but they don't know what that means. Like, subscriber? What? Subscriber? What? Who? I don't know. As they do, or as you mentioned this, the Inquisitor, they write all this stuff down. They like looking, and then they're just sort of like looking at you for more, like information, like is this everything? Then, yeah, waiting for if you say anything. If you don't, they'll kind of point towards the notebook and kind of just say where it's labeled age.
He puts, damn. I'm trying to think if you would remember.
You'd probably you would remember. So now you get now you as Tito get to, if you haven't done so already, you can just come up with Gore's age.
Oh no, he's 137 years old. Like he's gone crazy like twice. That's my justification.
All right, you got it. So 137 years old. You'll see as the individual will begin to mark that down. All right. They'll look over towards the next individual, kind of looking over towards Azora, who is in line.
Yeah, after she just got like shoulder checked by Gore, she will say, the name is Azor Lunista, and I don't know if we're spelling this out or he's spelling it out, but
I mean, they're kind of spelling it out, but you can kind of correct them easy enough.
Okay, cool. I don't know how much time passed from the getting capsulized to now, so she's gonna guess 22.
You got it.
She's gonna make a guess. 22. What was the other?
Age, race, and capabilities, all that sort of stuff.
Capabilities. She'll say,
well, it would appear the Lunista clan gives us the abilities to affect temperature in some ways. I'm not clearly sure how to utilize it to its fullest function. However, I'm able to see things, mostly temperature related, and
that's all. I mean, that's all she knows. So that's all she'll say.
Easy enough.
And in a bit of history problem, as Agni mentioned.
I'll see as they begin to nod, and as they do, you're sort of passed, and you're able to continue on alongside Gore.
We're in! Raid!
They're gonna turn up like the Vikings, but they'll look over towards you, Cora, for you to step up next. I'll sort of wait for your name, race, age, and capabilities.
Korra, Warforge, Cleric, and 24, Kobe.
Going for Kobe. I feel like she would actually write that, just Kobe.
Terrible.
Oh my god. They'll sort of nod. They'll mark off also what they notice in the battle, and they will look for Zaman.
Zaman Unme. Race TBD.
Excuse me, let me translate. You guys probably cannot understand him. Yeah, I do realize this is your first time talking to a Warforge. Do you need to translate? I'm here to translate. Just want to make sure that his tongue can be quite vibrating sometimes.
Race is TBD.
All right,
And my
TBD
skills.
war / Warforged question mark.
And then he's going to say skills manipulating nature and minerals.
Easy enough. And they'll point towards age.
As Zaman remembers, I think he was 32. Yeah, he'll go with 32.
Got it.
17 years older than Aurora. That sounds right.
Alright, so as they do, they'll mark it down and wait for the next individual to do so. Or to come up.
Agni's gonna let Addy Dark go first.
Alright, so a couple of the NPCs will begin to go. For the sake of brevity, you'll see as the individual will kind of just say, Kolkasha, race, Kalashtar, age, I believe now it's 36, I believe, at this point. Capabilities, capable of speaking into others' minds, consulting the gods for blessings and healings. Also, any other divine sages as well. Martial fighter.
For the record, and when these dudes are walking in, Gore is definitely listening to everything that they say.
Worshipper of Ifar. But that being said, I'll continue on, and that'll be their sort of thing. Now, for those of you who don't know Ifar, you guys can all roll a religion check if you want to know more. So eventually, Sheer is going to, oh boy. Oh man, oh god. 6, 4,
Lucked out,
5.
bro.
Jesus.
Lucked out, bro. Lucked out, bro. I'm religion checking everybody. We not religion checking people. I'm religion checking everybody that's walking through from this point on.
You know why? You know their religion.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
You know why?
Either.
Easy peasy. Alright, Gesher will begin to walk up and they'll say, yes, I am Gesher the Noxious Blade. I am a Myconid, and I am capable of being able to wield the noxious poisons of my heritage and my clan. I imbue it onto my sword and be able to, with it, I'm able to slice and cut mountains, be able to topple giants and more. And
Agni like punches Gesher. Like not like actually punches him, but like stop it. Punch.
As he does.
Bro, this man's got that Gore energy.
He said topple mountains.
Yo, one person talking
Nah,
truth,
bro,
the
he
other person
said
talking dream.
slicing mountains, bro. He didn't even say topple, bro. He said he's slicing them, bro.
Yo,
Let's be honest.
this man's
Gore
talking
is just
crazy.
as delusional as Gesher. Gore still thinks he's Slater.
Hey, bro, he
Very
said follow
delusional,
he said follower Phoenix, Blade of Dendar, bro. This guy, he only spoke truths, bro. And by all means, everybody
Slayer
still
of
thinks that he's
Clotus,
still a god, bro.
You got that?
He said God killer, bro.
You'll see
bro.
as you punch him,
He only
he's
speaks
like
truth.
sort of, he says, ow!
The sheer gas.
And then for a brief moment, there's a pause, and Gesher's like, holy fuck, what the? He's kind of looks around, like left, right, all around, just bewildered for a second. Who the fuck said that? Okay. I won't. Okay, so you can just scratch out the sort of, slicing mountains and all that part, but I do imbue my blade with poison. I am, hold on, how long?
What an insight check. What the hell just happened to Gesher?
Yeah, sure, go make an insight check. Gesher is gonna say, I am a total of 12 years old. Now, you can, actually, I don't think anybody's ever asked about age when it comes to the mic, and it's, no, I don't think anybody's ever asked.
You don't need to know their age because they fool, bro.
It was somewhat discussed with Philo, where he mentions they age they mature very fast.
Yeah.
Philo definitely said that to us.
Yeah, they age like straight up like within a couple of months, basically. So, that said, you'll see as Gesher will kind of look over and he'll eventually sort of walk on. But Gesher was definitely like, it's kind of hard to exactly tell. He was startled, he was frightened, something happened. He said something about somebody speaking in his head.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure who or what, but something did. And we'll continue on. He's just sort of like, as he's looking around, like looking left and right, like seeing like which one of you fuckers did it. But eventually, Addydark, it is your turn to step up.
Make a note of that.
Who am I talking to?
Big mask owl guy. Here, I'm gonna move a couple of you guys up. All right, you'll see.
Pretty cool mask, man. It looks like very Nightwing-esque.
He doesn't say anything.
He looks a Wayne, like a. Are you related to Wayne? No. All right. No Wayne's on here.
He doesn't move a muscle. He does not say anything.
Addydark, Night Creature Slayer, favorite color, vampire blood. 32, 39 if a vampire asks though, because you always gotta, make them think you're a little more aged. Scares them. Yeah, what was the other thing? Oh, what skill set? Night Creature Slayer.
And, capabilities, and that's it. Oh, and
I am a capable Night Creature Slayer.
And then race.
Oh, werewolf. I mean, you can tell, and he then shifts into a bear form and goes like roar.
As you do. We'll see as he marks it down. It continues on. Now, after that, Agni, do you go, or you let the other two go?
He'll go. He mainly just wanted his party to go ahead. Not for any shenanigans, but he'll step up. He'll say to him, War Chief Agni. Race Tortle. Age 37. Capabilities Fire. And at the end, he kind of, because he's like, is he writing this down or we're writing this down?
He's writing all of it down.
Oh, okay. And before he leaves, he will just ask him, and I don't think I'm gonna get an answer. Why do you wear a mask?
Hold on. Even though you don't want it to happen, here's what does happen. Amir will speak up and speak for him and just say, Inquisitors typically wear masks to prevent them from being shown ridicule or other sort of negative offenses or more based off of their job and profession. Whenever on the job, they keep the mask on and only unmask themselves when it is not necessary. It's...
Can this one not speak?
They can. They are quiet, though. They choose not to. And for clarity, we Samadans do have the capabilities of speaking into people's mind, along with our telepathy, to put it simply, alongside our telekinesis. He prefers
Interesting.
Telepathy, though.
Good to know. Zagny just walks away.
Alright, as you do. Other individual will begin to just, for the sake of brevity, Kyle will just go first. Kaio Samada. Oculai, age, unknown, but last time I remember, about 23. Capabilities, I am a druid, Circle of the Shepherd domain. And that's it. We'll see as Zoe begins to speak, we'll say, Zoe, race, satyr, age, sort of thing. I'll make sure I got this right. I forget if satyr. Sean, resident satyr player. Do satyrs last or age like longer than usual because they're fey?
I kind of had my own idea for how satyrs work. They just kind of exist until they don't want to, personally. But I have no idea.
Same thing as humans, so yeah. We'll just keep it simple. I'll just say 28. Capabilities, I am a Hemocraft mage, a blood hunter. I specialize in fire. But not much of a specific sort of fighter, not necessarily my thing. Capable of reading people inquisitively. They'll look towards the sort of masked individual. Inquisitor of my own, but that is all. That is necessary information to spread. I said.
Interesting.
Gore's insight check both of them, by the way.
Go for it. Insight check. What do you mean by both of them? Oh man, never mind. Well, I mean, I can give you a little bit of information. I mean, even though it is a nat 1, but when you mean by both of them, what do you mean by both of them? Like those two, like the owl and the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just checking the three new dudes because the satyr. What did he do during the fight? A blood hunter? Did he heal somebody?
She didn't.
Did he do anything?
She didn't do anything.
She didn't do.
Well,
she
she
didn't
was
do anything.
fighting with you guys. I just, again, mechanically, they're not like fighting with you. You know what I mean?
I'm just checking. All right.
Yo, the satire race, bro. I need to. My next character is gonna be the satire race, bro.
Right.
That's what it feels like, bro. All satire, bro. It's not real.
Yo, that's definitely math magician's race, bro.
The math magician.
But as you guys are all sort of checked into the likes of this small sort of place, you'll look over and you'll see as the other individuals here and present, they'll kind of look over towards you and let me grab the rest of them. And howdy dog, if you don't get your ass over here, they will begin to start walking over and then eventually walk you through the gates and more. For the sake of brevity, as you do, eventually you're kind of led through a massive sort of forest, and you would notice as there are some massive gates off to the side. Looking around and above, you would come to this area. Maybe this scene. You'd notice as there's not necessarily, it's not really a celebration, it's more of just a loud and kind of busy day. Up ahead, you would see as there is a small little stone pathway with multiple individuals selling things, and as up ahead, there is a massive sort of building off to the side that seems to be definitely a place of power, or where a person of power would kind of reside. This being the Grand Samadan Hall. As you look over and about towards it, you see as a couple of the individuals are looking to sell you anything and any wares and more. But it's up to you whether you would stop at over there. Amir will kind of mention and say, you are checked in at least to this establishment. Word is being sent across the entire village of your whereabouts. Up ahead, you are free to converse and trade with our merchants. They offer very, very basic sort of things, such as, at least for your basic needs of survival. Sort of food, water, even mana crystals as well, if you wish. For materials and more, this place is willing to provide you the things that you require, as long as you have the coin. We do trade in gold, despite the likes of the end of times and the end of the world, but we still try to maintain some sort of economy. If you do not have gold, it saddens me to say that you would not be able to trade here. Said?
Zora would ask,
Go ahead.
do you have any place where people can spar or trade?
That would be all handled at the Plateau of Prospering. Besides for specific hunts, if you will, the place to probably put your skills to truly the test. That'd be the Fang of Force, or the Force of Fang, excuse me. That is the location that we just came from, where we battled the crows. Those starry ones that we fought is infesting with them since the world has sort of gone to, a saddened state. If you wish to fight any more of those creatures, then that would be the place to do so. I don't think anyone would mind about that. As this is sort of said, you would look over and you'd see as this individual off to the side, this merchant, they seem to be selling a handful of sort of medicines and more, as these individuals, so for the sake of brevity and kind of explain to you out of game, if you guys want to straight up buy medicine stocks or medicine resources, you could do so by talking to this guy. Amir is going to just... That's the thing. They don't. Oh man. But
they are the soul coin.
Yeah, you gotta kill them to get the soul coins, bro. You know what it is. But Amir kind of like point them out, kind of waving to each of the individuals. This woman would be the person to sell the likes of water, the water resource. This individual over here would sell mana and more. This individual over here being the person responsible for selling materials, and this individual over here responsible for selling food. But all having their different prices and more. It's up to you on whether you guys would like to actually buy anything with your gold. Is anybody going anywhere to buy stuff? I mean, you can always come back as well if you don't want to do it necessarily now.
I think we'll have a group conversation.
Yeah, Zora's asking if we could get a private space to have like a conversation or something.
Yeah, easy enough.
And then she'll say to Amir, and is there any place that you have a tree where Adidak may sleep in?
You'll see as he's kind of, Amir is not necessarily put off, but kind of surprised. Not necessarily expecting you guys to sort of sleep here and spend the night, but they will kind of show hospitality and oblige. There are plenty of trees to sort of sleep in. One specifically for housing, we do not have any tree houses, so that, as far as I know. Maybe one of the children have tree houses. What for again?
She'll just say, never mind, but if we can have just but a moment to ourselves to handle some things, just not to moving around the city or anything, but just to talk amongst ourselves.
Very well. Once you are done, we'll be waiting up ahead, waiting up towards, and it'll kind of point towards the building, for your entry. Like that, I'll kind of leave you to your own and let you talk amongst yourselves. All right. So, are you guys? Where are you guys be talking?
Do we go over here? Like in the corner by the trees?
And wherever you go, she gonna follow.
Alright, easy peasy. You guys begin to head off to the side, breaking off of the path and going into the little trees and more. I'm gonna move the NPCs off to over there as well. Just dragging me off the screen. There we go. All right. So as you begin to walk over, what do you say and or do?
Go ahead, Zaman.
Zaman would look to Agni, and he'll point to his mark, and then wait for the signal to activate it.
Question: Are these NPCs actually here?
I mean, yeah. Unless you're referring to just like a y'all 3 thing or y'all 6 thing, that's perfectly fine. I don't really care that much.
Oh yeah. We was looking for some privacy.
You can move these NPCs back in this one too. Don't forget this one.
Yeah, take that dude too.
You'll see his Gesher's just like, so I like that's cool hair. he's just being awkward and trying to make conversation, but you guys got it.
Knights only.
Bro, if you don't.
Zaman will say, he said, I am going to activate the mock to see if anyone has contacted us. And then he'll trigger it.
All right. Looking over now, a lot of the individuals, they've been busy recently. We've seen their sessions, so I think there is 1 message. Make sure I got that right. Or is there 2? There is 2. Maybe 3. Actually, yeah, y'all haven't looked at any of them, right?
No, we haven't looked at them since we left the village.
Yeah, so you guys haven't even seen the message from Zale, right?
No.
All right. Well, here's what you see. So you have 3 messages, all from the 3 differing regions. 1 you would see as one is from Zale. It kind of like shows the images of the individual who is speaking in the message.
Is that the one with Zale's asking the questions on behalf of Ilva?
I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah, Zora answered those before we left the village, if it's that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because they haven't had actually time to look at it again. Because they've been, going through the shits.
Okay, I didn't think we had messages. I could have been wrong, though.
You do have 2. I know that for sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. You, if you don't have it from 7 Souls, you at least have one from the Ascent. Which one would you like? I want to listen to first.
We'll do Descent.
All right, Descent. As you look over, you'd see as a panda bearkin individual seemed to be clad in armor and more, like some flail, or not a flail, but a sort of ball and chain. Begins to look over and speak. They seem to be tired. They seem to be wary and definitely battered and bludgeoned, but they answer the call, and this is what they say. Let me turn this down. Hopefully it plays, and if it doesn't, I'll just drop it in in-game content.
Grooves Wawro.
That's not the
Myra
right one.
and
What
I
the
are
fuck?
sorry.
That's not the one. What the fuck? Where is it? Did it get swapped? Let me see if there's one.
Thank you.
Nope, that's not the one. All right, hold on. The voice messed up the voicemail in the Zoom call. Give me 2 seconds. All right, let me go figure this out. In the meantime, talk amongst yourselves while I go get this handled.
Yeah, it's a good thing time for Gore to talk about that mark.
Zora, you mentioned someone named Spike with a purple square was killed by somebody with a black star. Should we be concerned?
Yes, it would appear the other Oculai I was speaking to in the other group, the one with the old man in the deer-faced individual. The individual who bore the purple square in that group was slain by the one who bore the black star. Oddly enough, when I looked at Fabio with the purple square, I could see Spike, the old holder of the purple square.
Thank you.
I seen their chest blown apart and their arm blown off. The things the Black Star holder did to her body was quite devastating.
It seems quite intentional then.
Bourgeois.
Do these mocks follow new users of the mocks? But then how is Hannibal alive if he's a previous mark holder? This leaves many questions.
Yes, these are questions I've been wondering myself.
Never responding.
Also, I should let you all know
We're having a bit of
I've been getting contacted by Ilva, the woman a part of those spirits in the sands. She has been asking for my assistance with Phoebe.
Your assistance.
Yes, to help uncover who Phoebe is.
Well,
Who
we all
asked you?
know who she is.
Her name is Ilva.
Oh, Ilva. Okay, sorry.
Valley.
How does Ilva know that you could assist with Phoebe?
Well, we sent several messages to them through the Red Triangle, and now that one is asking me on the side if, essentially, what is it that we want from her or need from her. But of course, I did not say much. However, it appears that whatever is going on over there with that group, they want to find out more information about Phoebe.
Okay, we're ready whenever you're ready.
Yeah, Zaman's gonna say maybe we should show them the video like we discussed before.
And she'll nod. She says, "Perhaps it is best we show the spirits what we know of Phoebe."
And then Cora would just lastly say that we should also have a plan for even our own selves, because if the black marks are attacking the purple marks, we should come up with a plan to make sure that even in ours, we keep Azura and Agni not alone.
And then we should also have an additional plan. I think you and I, Cora, should attempt to learn higher level healing magic in case the worst
I've been dead in the last fight. She was barely hanging on by a thread when I killed that bird.
I don't think that it's the black marks that wants the purples to die. I think something triggers to where perhaps they lose conscious of their body, and it happens from what it sounds like. So
Or
it may not.
Or maybe I trigger when it happens.
So you're saying this old man from the descent intentionally killed Spike out of some sort of malice?
I don't know that old man. I don't know what his situation is. All I'm saying is, if I wanted Azura dead, she would be dead. But go ahead. Make all the necessary precautions needed.
Yes, it doesn't sound like that they wanted them to die. It sounded like something. Perhaps the mark took hold.
So, Agni, the last time you and Azura fought, were you pulling your punches?
Who's to say?
And I think that's what I mean, that it took over. Whereas you probably didn't want to, but it took control of your body somehow.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Azura will look over to Zaman's mark.
And with that, you'll see as the message is shown, so I'm going to drop it in the in-game content chat and play it that way. This one should also work. Let me see.
Valley.
Yeah.
In response to your message, We are very keen on getting the answers that are possibly there. We have stuff to do on our side, however. We have a lot of things catching up to us. And, well, by the state of my leg, I think you can see why. We will try our utmost best. We'll update you if that changes.
With that, you notice as they begin to motion down, looking over towards their leg, it has been completely mangled and torn off. But they stand there, relay the message, and they wait for your response. Question is who's going to
I didn't hear the message. So.
Oh, if you didn't hear it, it's in game content chat.
Copy.
It was a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
say
be
they didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't play. When you guys didn't say anything, I was just surprised. I was like, oh, I guess it's going through. So.
Oh, it played for me.
Yeah, it played.
It's odd how it does that.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of nothing.
Oh yeah, no, I watched this during their session, so yeah, I heard it.
But yeah, so whenever you got
nothing to say to that. That's it. That's it. Absolutely nothing he wanted to hear or cared about. He basically said, well, he'll let you will know.
Yeah, they didn't mention anything about Ingot or anything. I just listened to it. I mean, you know.
For
case Sarah, as Gore would say.
Cora would ask the group, do we have anything else that we should discuss before we make our way?
Azora will respond then, since no one else will. Just let me know when you're ready, Sensei.
You're good.
Hello there. We received your message. Now that we're speaking, I'm sure everything with the Spike situation is over. And we hope your group is doing much better now. You all get to do go do whatever you need to do. But just remember this. Whatever the Zhao dynasty has planned, at this moment, it appears to be bigger than anything we have going on outside of the situation with the ops, of course. We implore you to make haste in whatever you're doing and to make your way either to us and we travel to the tournament together or meet us there. Hurry if you can, and that'll be it.
Alright. As that begins to happen, the mark begins to shift. There's another message from Groz Raw. You need to respond to that.
Copy.
Alright, as that one begins to play, let me hope that it actually works this time. I don't believe you guys have talked to this one, but if it doesn't, then I will drop it in the in-game content chat as well.
Thank you very much for
Can you let us know if it's playing?
your warning and your words.
Can you drop it in the in-game context? I don't hear nothing.
Just finished our battle between the Black Star and the Purple Square. We're still getting everything together and figuring things out. But thank you for the warning, and as of right now, we do plan on attending the tournament once we finish our quest in Hell to rescue someone, and then hopefully seal up the portal, which was created by wild magic, and not necessarily something we intended to do, but something we're trying to fix. So thank you. We will be in contact later.
Alright, I have dropped the message in the chat.
Oh yeah, that was the one they sent us last time, and you had us message you our responses because it got corrupted or something.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, I was just making sure that happened, that we were all caught up then.
Yep.
Perfect.
We're good now.
Yeah, they haven't been able to respond because they were doing other stuff. But, alrighty. So, if you guys are good to go, then we can keep moving on.
Yeah, Zaman is going to just try to send some of his mineral essence through his marks, just to see if he can observe from afar.
Mineral essence through your mark. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so he's gonna try to like use his mineral form and send it through his mark to see if he can like be present in like another area without actually being there.
So you're saying like through the mark when it's like activated?
Yeah.
Oh, it would just go through. It's just a hologram type thing.
Copy.
But yeah. So that said, is there any other questions you individuals would need to have and discuss?
Gore would be like,
You always spend so much time talking to those marks. Yours doesn't work that way. This is a better gift.
The only reason I do ask is because we are reaching the 11:30 point. So it's a question on whether you want to do it now or if you want to do it next week. What do you want to do?
for next week. As long as it's marked for top of the morning. That's all we gonna do.
Top of the morning. Yeah. All right. Y'all want to do that then?
Yeah, I'm just making a note that it's to be discussed when we come back. That's all.
Hold on. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna drop it on the map. You will not forget it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a good place for me as well. I was going to RP as well, a little bit about, why marks are dumb, but,
we'll
get there.
All right. So, that being said, if that is the case, we'll cut it off right then and there, and we will zoom on out for the time being. That's where we will end today's session. I wanted to give a shout out and thank you to all the players who were able to attend. Special shout out to all the people who were able to drop a raid and follow on in. I'm going to break down stream. I will see you guys in just a second. All right. Thank you guys again for everybody who was able to tune into the stream. You guys are fantastic as usual. We're going to swing it on over to the starting soon screen as we don't really have any announcements. We're going to be back over for Thursday's game of Atlas of Etheria at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So no stream on Tuesday, no stream on Wednesday, but I'll see you guys on that big Thursday. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!